What's up, Level Uppers? Welcome to the Level Up Show, episode 243. Not today, Satan. Derek, I know you were trying to do it every time. He tries. A lot of people try and do this.
Yeah,
a lot of people try and time it right when we're starting to throw us off. But I'm not going to allow it to happen. Not today, Satan. But still, holy
got
shit.
you beat.
I know 4 years was a big deal, but for some reason, seeing 50.
Yep. 50 months is
Seeing
intense.
50, like, kind of feels even bigger than seeing 48 months, like knowing 4 years.
Like, it's really, right, it's somewhat humbling that you see the number 50, and even, you know, that is even
50
still
months.
too little compared to how long we've been
Yeah,
here.
we had like another 10 or 11 months before that. But man, 50 months. Congratulations, Derek. That's huge, man. Unbelievable.
That's insane, bud.
Our longest sub of all time right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of our biggest
Yeah,
supporters. Thank you so much, Derek, for that. And of course, that'll go into the prize pool segment. Welcome, everybody. We got 27 people in the room already.
Huh.
This is a Level Up Show, a gaming
Yeah.
dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I am one of your co-hosts, Andrew I Make the Show Midori, and I'm joined tonight by the Clayster douchebag Mike McLaughlin.
Huh.
Wait for it.
23 down, 1 to go. P.S. Bethesda are nothing but crooks.
We will be talking about that tonight, for sure. Definitely going to be talking about Bethesda. 23 months, just 1 month away from your 2-year anniversry.
That's awesome,
Congratulations, Jose. Thank you so much for being a part of the Plus One Posse for such a long time. You guys rock. Go you, Derek. Go you. Tonight's going to be a great night. We got a great show. We're going to be doing the Game Awards predictions, which is this Thursday. I'll be doing a live reaction to the Game Awards.
Mine got a little
freaking
more
psyched.
interesting as the weekend went on, it seems.
Yes, rumors have been flying, which I'm sure has manipulated your predictions
No,
somewhat.
actually, I was just like, holy shit, if this is true, I am the foreseer.
Okay.
I'm like, oh my God, this is
I don't
great.
know your predictions. I haven't looked at
No,
your
I
predictions.
kept it a separate document. I didn't look at
Yeah,
any
I've got
of
mine in here. None of my predictions are like unbelievably ballsy, I want to say.
One of mine is.
But I feel like we might come up with some ballsy predictions
Yes.
during the show.
So the way it's going to work for everybody that doesn't know is we've both come to the table with 20 potentially different predictions, and we're going to try to
I
narrow them
technically
down to
have
10.
8, but some of mine have multiple predictions within
I
them.
technically have 9 and
Yeah.
one that's not really a random reveal.
Okay.
One that is just like an announcement that has to do
Right,
with it.
because they're saying there's going to be 10 new game announcements, but then there's
Right.
also going to be stuff on existing
At
games.
least they said over 10
Over 10.
reveals.
So we're going to try and get
Is what
all
the
of them.
wording
We're going to
is.
get every single one
We're
of them.
going to try to get it nailed down. We're going to try to get this.
I never.
figured out
You
for
messaged me this week. What do you think I'm doing the Game Awards predictions? I was like, I never pass up an opportunity to predict something.
Right, absolutely.
Never
This is
will
like
I
the most
ever
fun.
pass up
And
an
it was weird.
opportunity
It's
on
like
that.
it was like so last minute too. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know why we didn't think about it before.
I mean, I figured we were going to do it anyway, but you saying, do you want to like make it a formal
Yeah, yeah,
thing?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
write them down. Oh yeah, I'm always down to do
Absolutely.
predictions on the Game Awards. Welcome everybody to the show. Appreciate you all being here. If you enjoyed the stream at any point, all you got to do is hit that heart button, twitch.tv/levelupshow. Turn on notifications. Make sure you get those alerts whenever we go live. Prize wheel is active. We already got 2 entries into the first prize wheel. Derek the 9 Fox and Diclonius Games with those subs. But subs, tips, cheers, resubs, host of 10 viewers or more, and of course the Twitch Prime subs and sub gifting means a whole lot to us and will get you a spin of the prize wheel. Actually, if you do those community sub gifts, this little guy right here will get a spin.
Oof.
The number of community sub gifts equals the number of beans we shove into our mouth holes.
No.
Yes. And he's here this week, guys. He's here. You can do it all.
That said,
give it to him.
It hasn't been fair to them because the last couple times I've had beans at the house and
Yeah.
no one's had me use them.
Yeah,
So I went out, bought beans, hadn't had to use them.
that's true. That is true.
We have to go back.
We fill our mouth holes. We're gonna fill our mouth holes with whatever we can tonight, guys. I need to give you guys notice of something that happened this week. It actually happened a few weeks ago, but the announcement happened this week of me quitting my job, going full time. Put together a video, put it on our YouTube. Actually, did our first live premiere here on Twitch. Did you see that?
I did. Derek, the more you speak, the more you are dead to me. Currently, you are almost non-existent.
We need to shock him. We do need to shock him, but I don't
do not.
have the shock machine
You
yet.
do not.
We're waiting on it. It's not here yet.
You do not.
It's a new one. It's more interesting though. This one has like 5 different mini games. Like one of them is like Simon Says, where you have to memorize the pattern that happens on there, and you have to click it fast. Whoever clicks it the fastest is one who doesn't get shocked. So there's actual mini games within this shock machine.
God.
Yes,
think it's
we're
terrible.
leveling up our shock machine, but I don't know how severe the shocks will be. It does have 3 stages of shock. So the other one had 4. This one has 3. I can't remember what they're called, but there are 3 stages of shock.
Nope, and hell nope.
Devaney Kid, I'm doing excellent. I had a good week. I had a good weekend. How was your week? Better than last week, I hope.
Better than last week, yeah. Still tired.
Black Friday, still recovering.
Yeah, it's been it was definitely a headache.
Yeah,
It was
understandable,
definitely a
man.
headache, yeah.
Understandable.
A lot of interesting things happened this week as well. So it's just been an interesting couple weeks in general.
Well, you can just forget all about all that for,
I'm trying
for now.
to. I'm off tomorrow and Tuesday.
Nice.
I had to work today, which pissed me off, but it is what it is. It's done. It's over with. I get the next 2 days off.
This is my last month working.
It's insane, dude.
Working.
Right. Well, yeah.
I'll still be working, but
Right.
doing
You
something
know what's
I want
funny?
to do.
I was actually thinking about
really
earlier,
want to
like
do.
you and I, we don't do it as often as we used to, but like
Uh-huh.
constantly throughout the day, if something happens, there'll be conversation, either between you and I or in the treehouse or anything like
Yep.
that. I'm expecting you to have less, like you be less reachable
I
in
mean,
this
yes.
new job. Than
Yes,
you,
100%.
in the old one.
I'm
And
not
it's
going to
so
be on
weird.
Discord as much. I'm not going to be on GChat as much
Right.
during
It's like,
the day.
is
yeah.
that weird that you're potentially doing a job that's actually more freeing, and yet you're going to be far more restricted at the same time?
Yes, yeah.
That's the way I was
I'm
thinking
almost
about it.
worried about like losing touch with the game industry.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna have to just.
Oh, you definitely are going to.
Well, I figured the way it's gonna work is I'm going to be keeping in touch with the game industry when I'm live during Wake Up Level Up, during
Right.
building the show, all that kind of stuff. Hey, who just gifted it anonymously?
Nobody knows Andrew. They're shy.
That's amazing. That is a new feature. You can now
I
gift
did not know that was a
anonymously.
thing. I like that it's a Pac-Man goose, by the way, too.
I like that too. That is cool. And it actually doesn't matter because when you're gifting subs, we spin for the
giftee.
giftee. So it's all good. But anonymous person, thank you so much for gifting a sub. What are you doing there?
Picking up our punishment for gifts.
No, that's community sub gift.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought it was some gift.
The one where they do like multiple at the same time.
Okay, so it has to be more than one.
It has to be more than one.
Interesting.
Yes.
I did not know that we had a caveat
Normal
on that.
gifts means we spin for the giftee.
Interesting.
That's the way it works here. It's
I
been,
said a Pac-Man.
it's been
Hold
so
on.
long since
I
you've been
said a
here, Mike. You
Pac-Man
forget.
ghost, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Johnny, shut the hell up.
It's not. Yes, Johnny. I will say. I
Thank
think
you.
you're off on this one. I think he did say Pac-Man Ghost.
You shitbag.
Somebody rewind it. Somebody clip it. Speaking of, guys, don't forget to clip the show, share the show, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, other Discord communities, wherever you possibly can. Share the show. Let's get some people in here tonight. We already have 40 people in the room.
Good job.
Thank you.
Sounded great.
I kind of wonder what you would sound like if you did that. Thank God I'm the one that does it. That's all I have to say about that. What have you been playing this week?
Good. What have I been playing?
Overwatch, probably.
No, honestly, dude, last week I actually looked at my thing. I played a total of about, and only because Battlefield 5 came out and I played at really weird times of the day, I played a total of 5 hours on my console last week.
Oh my.
That's
What happened to you,
terrible.
Mike?
It felt really weird. Like I was like, I'm not.
Felt
whatever.
liberating at that.
No, it was just really depressing in a way.
I disagree wholeheartedly. Disagree with that.
I don't know, man. I missed games.
You missed games?
I missed games too much. No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't play enough last
Oh,
week.
you
I
didn't play
only
anything. I thought
played
you meant
5
just
hours.
Overwatch. I thought you meant Overwatch.
No. I'm saying in general, I've only played 5 hours of anything last week.
Gotcha.
That was bad. That's bad for me. But this week I've played Battlefield and Blackout. And I think that's pretty much it.
Now that you've had time with both of them, what's the level here? What's higher?
Honestly, it depends. Like, it sucks because here's the thing, and it's a little hard for me to say, and I guess technically I would have to give it to Blackout.
Okay.
And only for an unfair reason of more people have it than Battlefield 5. If the same people have Battlefield 5 that have Blackout,
Sure.
I would say I wouldn't be able to decide.
Why does that matter to you?
So
How's that affecting the game?
Battlefield and Blackout are only multiplayer games.
Sure.
So it's not like you can base it on what's giving you this and that. So, but they're both games that require teamwork, unless you're playing solo and Blackout. But for the most part, they're both games that require teamwork and working with other people. And Battlefield 5, I feel like more than almost any other entry in the series, or at least in a first in a while. Like, I remember Bad Company 2 is one of my favorite ones, but I could 100% lone wolf that. Now, obviously, I would have to hope that the rest of my team was chipping in.
Sure.
But the game felt much smaller and a little bit tighter. So I could definitely run into a base. Like, I'm thinking of one map in specific where I know the route. I know exactly the route still. And this game is, 5 years old, 6 years old at this point.
Sure.
But I know the exact route to go, and I can capture point A, and I can capture point B. In this one, in Battlefield 5, it's so sprawling, it's so large, that for the first time in a while, Sniper class is contributing to the team, but just by doing the same thing that they've always done.
Right.
Because before, Sniper class was always, Sniper class, again, was the lone wolf thing, and that's one of the things I liked was sniping. I just like picking people off, seeing how far the headshot I can get, and just getting through my guns. And it's actually pretty much the only class I've played. But in those games, you were usually off on your own, doing something, picking people off in weird areas, this and that. You weren't anywhere close to the point, because if you were getting picked at by people with any type of weapon, you know, an assault weapon or anything like that. In this, you still can, but the map is so big that you can be at a distance to where they can't really reach, not nearly as easily.
Okay.
So you can be, you know, I mean, my greatest headshot so far has been 488 meters, which is...
That seems really far.
It is, and it was an achievement for me because I had to angle my... You know, you have to, in Battlefield, you
got to
adjust
for this.
You had to adjust for the drop, and I was able to get him and bam, headshot.
That's crazy.
Oh, dude, and some of the challenges in this are great, and that's the thing I do like too, is that to get new weapons, or to get upgrades to your weapons, you know, they're all cosmetic pretty much, but to get them, you have to do challenges. So for my scout one, I just did one where in one match I had to headshot 20 people over 60 meters away. So now,
in a row.
Like, well, yeah, in a row. There was one I had to do 10 headshots without dying.
Okay.
And that one I got. So I'm at.
Do these actually
4...
tie into like the trophies of the game too that you get on PlayStation Network?
I don't think the trophies tied to it.
So it has its own trophy system outside.
It
of
has
the
its own
PlayStation
achievements and everything like that. Because so far I have 4 or 5 of the 6 pieces for gold.
Okay.
And that's what I'm going for right now. So I have almost all of them. So it's just overall. It feels a lot more entertaining and fun, but again, I'm playing by myself. I don't have anybody to piggyback off. And once in a while, you get a decent teammate who's there and helping out. He'll rev you and you know all this stuff. But overall,
so like none of our community members have been playing with you.
Just Far Center is the only one that Far Center and GFN have it. Okay. Far Center was not playing when I was playing, and GFN has only basically touched the story modes.
Okay.
Has been playing other things. I've also still even into this week have not had much time to play.
Yeah.
So.
But even so, as you said, it might have been last week. Both are great games.
They're phenomenal.
Yeah.
This is the year of the shooter. For the first time in a while, this is the year where you can be like, oh, Call of Duty and Battlefield put out games, and you can be happy about it. Before it was like, oh, Call of Duty put out a game, but I don't really want it. Battlefield put out a game, but I don't really want that one either. This one has both, and you should want them equally, in my opinion.
That's great news. Welcome to King Kurt. Just came in. Also welcome Brian's Gaming, Warm Coat, Rose City Matt, Farsender, anybody who's joining us tonight. Appreciate you all being here. What I played this week, first time ever, PSVR. Holy shit, man. Holy shit, that thing's the real deal. I was not expecting it to work as well as it did, honestly. I did the tech demo in Best Buy way back with Kristen. You guys might have seen the video on YouTube. And I thought it was cool. It's an on-rails experience and such, so it really didn't allow me to see what the potential of this was from a gameplay perspective. I got the PSVR bundle that comes with Astrobot Rescue Mission and also Moss. It doesn't come with Move controllers because those two games don't need Move controllers whatsoever.
But you already have them, right?
I have one Move controller.
You have one.
So if I want to play, you know, a Move game, I'll just have to get one more, and I'm willing to do that come time.
Right.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap now. They're not that expensive. I started with Astrobot on, was it Monday? It was Wednesday. On Wednesday, I started with Astrobot Rescue Mission. That is the one I like more of the two. Maybe because it was the first time I experienced it, though, at the same time. That was, man, like the first time you get that on, for one, like before even starting the game, right? And I feel like I might be like so late to this because people have played PSVR at this point, but this is new to me. This is all new to me, so this is my experience with it. But getting it on for the first time and just seeing the PlayStation UI, like the menu screen, and how in front of you, you feel like you're in some enormous movie theater. The screen is covering like your entire peripheral, but you can still see the edges of it when you're on the UI. So it feels like you're just super duper close to this huge movie screen, and it just was overwhelming right off the bat. So I was like, that's crazy. So I can't wait to get into this game. So did you watch Astrobot at all?
I did.
Okay, so what's really cool about it, excuse me, is that you are controlling Astrobot and the camera is your head.
Yeah.
So you are looking all around this environment and guiding him through. Otherwise, it's on rails, right? So you're on rails, but you're able to look around and move this little dude who's unbelievably cute, by the way. And he's a mascot from Playroom, which I think is super cool as well. And there's a lot of hidden things that you duck and move around. Like, you actually have to, at times, stand up and peek over things. It really feels like...
I was surprised you were gung-ho about playing it sitting down. I'm like, Drew, VR is not something you play sitting down.
Yeah, I feel like with Astrobot, I was able to get away with it almost entirely. Moss, not as much. Moss requires you to stand up a little bit just because it uses the controller in a lot of different areas, and the table unfortunately does block the camera if I go low enough.
Right, absolutely.
So that's the one issue that I'm hitting there. That I'm like, should I get a booster seat for this? Like, I'm wondering if maybe I should get a booster
go
seat.
Go to a fast food joint and steal
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not even kidding you. I actually am
Take
considering
E's
getting
Dumbo.
a booster seat so I can sit here and be a little bit higher. Maybe like just like 6 inches probably would be enough, honestly, to raise me up
Oh my
to the point where
God.
I don't have to worry about that, because I do want to sit for those kind of games.
We found a new use for all your old magazines.
There you go. I do. Are they still there?
You
No,
have
they're
a
not.
ton
They're
of
back there now. I got a lot of them. We used a lot, though, when we made those tiles. But holy shit, man. Going through that, and every turn, it feels like there's something new being thrown at you.
Yeah.
Either a mechanic or, oh, I haven't like done this kind of maneuver yet, and this is so cool to look down and feel like you're looking 100 feet down, and down there's a thing to get to.
Thing I saw out of what you played, because I kept going back and forth between what I was doing and watching you.
Yeah.
Was the area where it was like neon mushrooms or something like that, and I was like, holy shit! I knew in my head how that looked to you.
Yes, and I love that there's so many locations like that in both games where. It's the atmosphere, because they know like you're in the space, man. So in Moss, like the house that you go in, that's supposed to be your house. It's got this really soft lighting, and you know it's inside of a tree, so you have these kind of mushroom-like glowing elements. But when you're in there, it's like, am I in like Hogwarts right now? Like what's going on? Like I feel like I'm in Hogwarts, especially the title screen, the Moss. So you're in this huge cathedral. It really does feel like Harry Potter. You're looking around, there's like candles, and you're sitting at a desk, and there's a book in front of you, and you're turning the page, and it's just as immersive as like it should be, and more than I was expecting it to be, honestly.
Crash Bandicoot is to Mario what Astrobot is to Mario Odyssey.
Explain.
Like Crash is to Mario, let's just say New Super Mario Brothers U.
Okay.
Or something like that. Something along those lines, where it was a 3D take on it, is what Astrobot is to Mario Odyssey in the realm of fun, joyful PlayStation's version of bringing that type of feeling and experience to you in a whimsical way that they don't usually do with the rest of their games.
Yeah.
You know, between that area, the one where it was like a weird garden or something like that, and I just saw him jumping up a bunch of platforms or something like that, and there was a slide that he went down, and then the mushroom one that I'm talking about, and then think about the experience that you had in Mario Odyssey, where you went from the
I agree with that.
dinosaur area to the underwater.
This is the most Mario game I've ever played on PlayStation.
Cool.
And that's including Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet, like Sackboy was the mascot that I thought should have been like the PS3 generation mascot.
Right, and
Astrobot, I think they need to start pushing this thing more, because he's freaking adorable. Everybody seems to like him, and now he's got this amazing killer app PSVR game behind him. They need to do more with this little guy. He's adorable.
He should honestly be like their commercial person.
Yeah, he kind of fits even better than Sackboy too, with like PlayStation, if you know what I mean. Just the design of the character seems to fit
because
better
Sackboy
with PlayStation.
was cool and fun, but he was very niche. No matter what you say, he was still very niche.
Yeah, I can understand that. This one I feel like could appeal to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm really on board with this little guy. Maybe his name is just Astrobot. I'm not sure if he has a name beyond that. But so at the beginning of Astrobot, what happens is
His name's Jeff.
His name is Jeff. Jeff the Astrobot, at the beginning, he's the sole survivor of this attack on their ship, and like hundreds of Astrobots get spread throughout the universe, and then you have to travel from world to world to collect them. And they're hidden all over the place. That's what's fun about the game, is you're peeking around corners, they're down
So
below.
it is Mario Odyssey.
It kind of, it really is. It feels a lot like Mario in a lot of ways. It's super crisp when it comes to the graphics. Moss looks good, but there's a blurriness to Moss that Astrobot does not have. Astrobot is super clean.
You have to remember, too, Astrobot is developed internally.
It's Sony Japan, yes.
Right, so they were in on the ground floor, and they know all the issues that you have with VR, because again, something that you cannot deny, and this is why I can't use it, the screen door effect is super real.
Not for Astrobot.
Again,
Moss,
for everything else,
I recognize a little bit more.
Have you used it on? So besides those two, just real quick, have you used anything else?
No.
Any other apps? Okay, you will see it across the board from both the main menu, Moss, almost everything else that you will use. And the problem is when you get put motion into these things with the screen door effect, that's what makes people like myself sick.
It didn't affect me. The only thing that ever affected me was when I actually stood up in game.
Right. Okay.
Standing up, maybe it was because I was sitting for so long or whatever, but when I stood up in Moss, that was the only time where I felt like, oh, okay. Astrobot entirely did not mess me up at all. and Moss beyond that did not mess me up. So the screen door effect, even though I see it, is not affecting me from a motion sickness standpoint.
Which is good. I'm very happy.
Yeah, I'm so happy that I haven't been affected in that way. And I hope it stays that way. I really want to do Arkham VR. I really want to do Resident Evil 7 VR. I really want to do Tetris Effect. I really want to do Wildlands. Did you see this whole joke that was happening? I swear I did not mean to do that. Kingo Swag was saying Windlands over and over and over again, and every single time I read it as Wildlands. I don't know what the hell my brain was doing that day. So yeah, I'm on board with this thing, man. I'm totally on board with this thing. I 100% think it's worth the $200 that I spent with the 2 games. I got 100% worth the $200. And
there's some really cute and fun videos that they have. There's a few of those apps. Make sure you go into the store. There's a bunch of free things they have.
Okay.
They have the Spider-Man Homecoming VR experience, which is really cool.
Okay.
So get that. That's free. And then there's like this whole, I can't remember the name
of
the
The Last
program.
Guardian has a free experience I need to do
that
too.
one has the free experience. You have, there's something else. And then there's like a video compilation area where you can actually, there's movies and trailers that were made to work in VR and ones that were made for VR. So there was a movie, and I remember Danny loved it. She thought it was so cute. But you're in this like weird like frozen area, and there's a lake, and there's a little bunny, and these UFOs come to hit them. But what's cool about it is it's full 3D to where there are times where you have to turn around because the spaceship goes behind you.
Yeah.
So there are things that happen, so you feel like you're not just watching the screen. You're watching everything.
That's how Astrobot was too. There was many times where at the start of the level, I'm like, all right, let's peek back there and see what does. Oh, there's a waterfall. You can go through that waterfall, and there's something back there. Like that's the coolest feeling. The first time you do it. It's like that scene in Ready Player One of the best movies of the year, where he realizes that he has to go backwards through the. I'm just kidding. It is a good movie. So yes, I'm totally on board with PSVR, and honestly, I feel like it elevates PS4 even more as being one of the best PlayStation consoles ever made. Just as far as the diversity of its library, because of having something like PSVR, and I feel like now they need to take advantage. Like they're kind of hitting a stride. The price is going down. Astrobot, Moss, Tetris Effect, all reviewing insanely well. Talked about with VR, being great with VR. Oh, the other one is Beat Saber, which just came out. Another one everybody's talking about with PSVR. Like now's the time for them to like really.
That's what I missed out on. I wish I could have played.
Nail it, man. What did Johnny say here? Ready Player One is an underrated movie. Everyone should watch it. It's not the best movie of the year by any means, but I thought it was a super entertaining film.
It's so tropey and so.
What's wrong with tropey, man?
So it makes that story so much worse for those reasons.
We can't do this, man. We can't do this right now. Drew, I recommend the Paranormal Activity VR game. I about peed myself. Any horror game. Holy shit, man.
Have you played Resident Evil 7? I feel like you did, right?
I did. Okay. I would play it again on VR, though. But, like, imagining something like Visage in VR.
Right.
I might piss myself.
Yeah.
I might. I really might piss myself doing something like that in VR. Oh, I've yet to see it. I recommend, if you're into gaming, I feel like you should at least see it. You might not like it as much as I did. You might be on Mike's side there. But if you are a gamer, I feel like you should see it.
Again, I think the biggest issue I have is not only do I think it's not a very good movie in general because of the things that it does. It ruins the potential that the entire universe was set up to do.
Oh my.
There were some great parts of it. We both agreed that the greatest part of the entire movie, which was the Shining scene.
Oh, that's such a good awesome part.
The entire scene, super good. But there are so many things that they could have done, and they could have easily, if not easy, like recreated easier than the things they recreated in that movie, and also added weight and drama and life to these characters that you honestly don't really care too much about. And if you do, I don't know, like
it's not what I was looking for, Mike. I can't get into this with you.
Oh my God.
The Witness in VR would be really cool.
That would be really cool.
A first-person puzzle game in general could be really neat in VR.
I'm sure that somebody has that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. What do you think? Now that we're on the subject here, do you think PSVR, not the current one, maybe the current one, who knows, with PS5 will be pushed in a bigger way? Do you think like it might even be to the point where they launch with a version that has PSVR or something like that?
I would love to see that, but no. But I do think that they're going to really push the integration between the two.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be backwards compatible with the original, and they'll probably have a newer, higher resolution one as well.
I would be very surprised if one of their launch games is not a VR game.
Man, they need to take advantage of this Astrobot, dude. I'm going to say it again. Give them a launch title with PS5, with PSVR. I think it would be a killer.
There's a lot of porn in VR too.
There is. I have not checked it out myself yet, but I know that there is. Honestly, you can't do it on PlayStation, obviously. Oh, you can?
Yes.
On PlayStation?
Yes.
Oh, well, he knows, guys. He's looked into it. He knows. I have not looked into it myself.
It's a little more complicated.
I accidentally posted a GIF of a porn star on Discord the other day. I didn't realize it was a porn star. You guys have much more porn knowledge than I do, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
So
that I'm a married man that doesn't have as much porn knowledge as
man.
you, but. Anyway, let's move on. We're gonna start our giveaway of the night now. It's gonna run for 2 hours, so you guys have plenty of time to get into this, and it'll remind you throughout the stream. King Kurt 757 coming in once again, part of Santa's helpers. He is giving away a $25 PSN card, USA only tonight.
Time to nut up or shut up.
Good one, very good one. All right, so let's get that started right now. As I said, this is for USA only. Anybody can get in. This is not at Marbles. Marbles will happen later for the Realm Royale giveaways. This one is not. This is for 2 hours, and anybody can get into it. But if you're a subscriber, you get 1 extra tickets. So
I like how Johnny messaged me. He's like, "You want my you want my Realm Royale codes?" I'm like, "What the hell is that?"
what's Realm Royale?
What the hell is that?
Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? Do I need to click something else there that I'm missing? What does that say, Mike? I'm gonna have to get up there.
Create something.
I'm gonna have to get up there. I can't see it. I might have to click one more button.
Why is it so far away?
Yeah, it's active. I don't know why it didn't pop up in chat though. Somebody type in !raffle. Usually pops up in chat letting people know that it's active. Wonder if I have to mod.
Howdy,
Hey! Freak OTRT coming in with 100 biddies. Somebody type in !raffle. It did not work.
Drew broke it.
I might have to like remod the
Mod.
Streamlabs thing.
Remod the mod.
Let me see if it's in our mod. It is not. So that might be what it is. Wonder what it's called. Is it probably Streamlabs? I would imagine. Let me close this off real quick. We'll reactivate it.
Under that riffle.
Cancel. Let's cancel it. All right, let's try this again. Henry, welcome. We got Joey Grips in the room. Guys, we're trying to get our 2 hours $25 gift card active. Let me try remodding Streamlabs. Streamlabs is already a mod to this channel. So I think the problem is where's Streamlabs at?
Streamlabs.
Where are you, Streamlabs? All right, so we might not be able to do this the way I wanted to. Marbles! No, I'm not doing this one with marbles. We're going to save that for later. Let me try one more time here. We're going to try and start this up. All right, it just started, but I'm not seeing it pop up in the chat. Sons of bitches, man. One more time. Streamlabs, can you hear me?
Maybe he's sleeping in. Maybe he took a nap.
Hey, Johnny. What is that, 37? Wow, man.
Hey Mike, are you ready to take another ride in my helicopter? I've been practicing my hard landings.
I will say, I don't know if
Damn
you.
it, Johnny! God damn it, Johnny!
I don't know if you play Blackout at all any other time other than when you stream it. But playing with some of these guys are really entertaining. Just like even messing around with them on purpose. The other day, Johnny was being an ass, and Mel was a casualty. So I just got a quad and kept running over the two of them.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I did see the clip of Johnny riding, whatever you want to call it, piloting a helicopter right into a truck and somehow causing an explosion.
Yeah, that was pretty big.
So is that
Oh
Johnny's
crap!
fault?
All Poo Snacks, 1,500 biddies.
We're sorry.
What?
Streamlabs is not available at
next?
the moment.
What are you
That's
doing,
Please
man?
sit down
insane, dude.
and try
Thank you
again
so
later.
much.
Thank you.
He is
Really
now
nice.
our top tipper. Top of the tips. Tippity toppity tippity
I'm
toppity
trying
toppity
to
tip.
re-sign into Streamlabs and see if that helps us tonight.
Tippity toppity toppity bit.
It's not bad. It's close.
Yep.
I have to choose my output directory. I already
Oh
have an
God,
output directory.
dude,
I already
you're
have
making
one.
this far more complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah, like come on, dude. I already did this. Why are you making me do this again? All right, let's see if it works this time. If it doesn't, we'll just do it through the other bot, but there won't be a 2 hour. I want it to run throughout the show so everybody has
Right.
a chance, but might just have to do it as like a 5-minute thing. Come on!
Oh, are you getting Smash Bros. This weekend?
Wasn't planning on it.
Oh, it's sounding like the more and more people talk about it, the better it's sounding.
Yeah. I don't. You know me. I've never been a big Smash Bros. Guy.
So good though.
It's good when I play it, but I
can have
suck at it.
tournaments.
I'm just the worst.
Yeah, but
I'm the absolute
you're
worst
now
at
going
it.
full time. You can.
That's
Drew.
true.
Your Thursdays could be all about
mean
learning
Tuesdays.
Smash.
Oh my goodness, the biddies coming in tonight. I sense a war starting.
Get him in. Get him in. Get him in.
Did
Get
just
him in.
started
someone
a
say
war.
biddies?
All right, it's not working. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Marbles.
No, not marbles. No marbles, unfortunately. Not for this one. We will do marbles later on. We're just gonna do this.
Tobes.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so glad we started the show already.
Yeah, seriously, man. All right, I gotta raise the font up back again.
I would love to know who is getting Smash outside of now My Dark Passenger.
Oh my god, Andrew going full-time means he can do esports now with Smash Bros. Obviously, yeah. I got the skills.
Would
for
you
it.
would you at any point try to perfect the game enough to speedrun it?
Which game? Any game? Yes.
Any of your choice.
No, I am tempted by the speedrunning scene, especially after getting closer with Boba Fett and all of his guys with the stew.
Yeah.
I am tempted to
I think
dabble
that would be really
in that.
interesting.
I am tempted.
What would you do it with? I have a game
I
in
think
mind.
the go-to would have to be Resident Evil.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like that's like the,
But here's the thing.
speedrunning
you gotta
scene
remember,
right now.
the speedrunning scene is all about people that have a game that they're passionate about and they love. So another speedrunner I know also does Super
FF7
Mario
has
64.
speedruns, so I can do that.
Right. So Bobo Chat has grown up with Resident Evil, and that was a
Yeah.
huge thing in his life. What is the most impactful game in your life?
Y'all know what that is.
Exactly. So why do you not think that?
I
that would be
think
best
the
in
only
game?
reason I don't think that is because there's one version of speedrun on that game where you can do it in a few hours, but the other one is many hours long. It's not like Resident Evil where you can speedrun it multiple times in a stream potentially. 7 is where you have to probably spend multiple streams trying to speedrun it. And I'm not sure I want to spend so long speedrunning a game. That seems like a lot to me. I would rather do something shorter. I'd rather start shorter, I guess.
Yeah,
I
but
should
don't you
say.
think that there's a group of people that would be interested in that?
I'm sure there is. I am open to a lot of things. I am open to a whole
I'm just
lot
thinking
of
that
things.
would be a very interesting and different take for you.
I'm with you. Drew's most impactful game, Mass Effect 1. In a bad way.
yes.
Yes, in a way. It ruined my life, is what it did, that damn game. Real quick, I gotta give more shout outs because I was on the other side of the room. Freak OTRT coming in with 100 biddies. Johnny coming in with the sub, 37 months. Over 3 years now. All Poo Snacks coming in with 1,500 biddies. And then Moofy following up with 500.
Give him.
And then Tobes using that sweet Prime sub on us. Thank you so much for the Prime sub.
That's awesome.
39 months now, Tobes. You guys are coming in with a lot of support tonight. We're definitely going to be spinning some high points wheel spins tonight, I have a feeling.
I never got to ask you, what do you feel about Pokemon?
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
Are you enjoying it? Are you happy
Yes,
about it?
I am enjoying it. I kind of enjoy the simplicity, actually, of it.
You're not the only one, and I'm
Yeah.
still slightly concerned, but I won't be able to make the decision.
I
until
heard the
try.
middle gets a little slow, and that's about where I'm getting to, and I could see maybe if they don't throw new things at you, it becoming a little bit mundane.
That's all Pokemon.
Yeah, so I'm not against how they structured the Go mechanics, hybrid with the original traditional mechanics.
Okay.
Because I feel like there are enough gym trainers spread all over the place that you can get your fill on
That's what I'm
battling
hearing,
Pokemon.
right? Because before, if you remember any other Pokemon game or when you played it,
Yeah.
it became a grind. Like think about Mount Moon, which I'm sure you're already past.
Sure.
No, you're not past Mount Moon. Mount
No.
Moon's the first dungeon, the first cave.
Oh, that is the first one? Then yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm on my way to the third gym, I believe.
Okay, so you've definitely passed that. Originally, that could take you over an hour.
Okay.
If you really didn't know what you were doing, but that.
But I know
probably
what
took
I'm
you,
doing.
What, 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
Yeah, it was quick.
Right. So now without the random encounters that you have to plan, and even the encounters that you have aren't battles, so you don't have to worry about your Pokemon dying. You just have to throw Pokeballs.
Sure.
It's not that challenging anymore.
My biggest complaint is that I feel like the Switch flick
Yeah,
system
again,
doesn't always work.
That's what I'm hearing
I
as
can
well.
really try to line it up perfectly and be straight and move it straight. Doesn't matter. Sometimes it'll just fly off like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no way I was that far off.
That's what I heard. I'm very curious if the ball works better than the other thing.
Yeah,
Switch
I
controller.
would never go for it myself just
I
because
think I'm
I'm not
getting it.
interested. You are really?
I think it's well. I don't know. I don't know 100%. I think Danielle's trying to keep some mystery to it.
All right, so we're gonna start it up through the bot instead. Let's make this a long. Let's make it a good.
Do it an hour and a half.
Let's do it 90 minutes. And we'll just have to keep reminding you guys that there's a raffle active, as opposed to the other one where it does it itself. The unfortunate thing here is that subs don't get that extra ticket, which is what I'd like. But all right, so we'll call this exclamation point PSN card. Exclamation point PSN card to get in on this. No number of tickets. Everybody just gets the same number of tickets. Just type in exclamation point raffle, and you will get in on this, guys. We're gonna start that right now.
3, 2.
Let me just put card on there too, and let me put USA only just in case. It is USA only, guys. That's just the way it has to work sometimes, especially when we're given these codes. Yeah. All right, and there you go, guys. It is active. Exclamation point PSN card in the chat if you would like to join. Johnny, you're the worst. All right, moving on. Let's get into the official non-gaming portion of the show. It's called The Level Up Show Has No Game. 3 non-gaming topics at 2 minutes each. Are we ready? First up, got a real dumb news here.
This is, well, potentially.
Bummer of news.
Yes.
At least. At the least, it's a bummer of news. Guys, Daredevil on Netflix has been canceled after 3 seasons. After what is being called the best season of Daredevil. I haven't watched it yet myself.
I haven't started it yet myself either.
I watched 5 minutes of the first episode, and I thought it was saucy. But,
really?
it had a good start. That's all I can say. Based on the trailer, the one that's on screen right now, I totally could understand why people are feeling like, oh, man, this looks freaking awesome.
Everybody we know, including people that are not biased, like some of them are, enjoyed it thoroughly. So for them to cancel it is seemingly very confusing. However, I understand why in a way.
Go ahead.
Explain. So I think I'm imagining, and this is just the only way I can ration it out in my head without being pissed off about it, that Netflix actually owns a portion of the property rights.
Okay.
So even though it's a Marvel property, the show was created for a Netflix platform, and therefore it was too difficult and too costly to remove it. And even though it had a good following and it was well liked, and the potential, fallout from pulling it, was there to be had, it was actually cheaper for them to just do that and cut it and allow maybe Charlie Cox or Daredevil to come back in another form somewhere else. Yes,
I think you're probably partially right, at least there. There had to be some involvement here with Disney, right? There's had to be. There's no way that 3rd season of Netflix...
A father in Iraq gifted his daughter a new bag. The daughter replied, "Thanks for the bag, Dad."
Amazing. So, I mean, there's just no way that after the most critically acclaimed season that also is doing well from a viewership standpoint, that they would pull the plug, especially after Luke Cage just canceled. Yeah. Iron Fist just canceled. It's one after the other.
Yeah.
There's something going on here. Hold on, let's pause for a second here. Is it gonna go to Disney Plus?
No,
is the question.
They've already said it's
That's
done
what I heard too.
So they've already.
But maybe that just means Netflix's version of Daredevil, though.
But what sucks about that is one of the reasons that made it so good was Charlie Cox.
Yes, he was great. He was amazing
as Daredevil.
And the fact that it was a hard R-rated show, which is what Daredevil should be.
Potentially could be there on Disney. Not as likely, but the issue with it is that they have no plans to continue it, and even if it was continued in the same vein of it, they really gave this actor the shaft because he was becoming well known for this. And that's honestly the only thing I know him as, at this point. So
that's all I've seen him in. I know he's been in other things, but it's all I have seen him in.
And no offense, if you liked it, Luke Cage, Iron Fist,
Iron Fist,
if you liked them that much, awesome. But they were not that good in my opinion. I didn't think they were all that great. So I'm okay with them being pulled.
Ain't all that in a bag of potato chips.
Yeah,
as they say, Mike.
Okay, well, moving on.
Sylvester Stallone, supposedly, this is what he said, is done with the role of Rocky. He is retiring the character after Creed 2, which I did see, and I thought it was really, really great.
Danielle was asking about that earlier, and I completely forgot that it was out.
Very good movie. Not quite to the caliber of the first one, which was directed by Ryan Coogler. I mean, it's hard to match that. But it was a great sequel. A brand new director, really. Okay. He's not done much else.
I respect them, though, for going with another lesser known.
It was supposed to be Sylvester Stallone who directed it. And then, for whatever reason, he decided to duck out. Maybe he didn't want to be both the star and the director. And they gave it to this this guy who did a fine job. He really did a fine job. The boxing scenes especially were grounded but also extraordinary. You know, like
Ivan Drago's son as intimidating.
holy
as
shit, man, he's a monster. He's an absolute monster. The fights between the two of them, that little bit of spoiler, there's multiple fights, are great. So there's a lot of tension and drama, and it was edge of your seat kind of film, you know. Kristen loved it. She thought it was great, and this is the first time she's actually liked a film in theaters. I want to say in like a year. She just, every time we go to movies anymore, she's like, it was okay. Finally, she was like, that was really,
and you're
really
good. Like, this is what you like?
I mean, it was very good. It wasn't, you know, the best film of the year or anything like that, but it was a great film.
Right.
But kind of sad to me to know that Sylvester Stallone is done with this role, especially, and I wouldn't say this is a spoiler, but they didn't give him like a huge closure or send-off here. Like, there wasn't something that was like, yeah, clearly this is their send-off for
this,
Rocky.
or at least this makes sense where it could end.
It gives like a somewhat of a sense of finality, but when I finished the film, I wasn't thinking, well, that's the end.
Right.
You know, that's not, there's no more Rocky.
What concerns me is not even that much that, it's just that, I don't feel that this is complete. Mm-hmm. That's the issue.
Yeah, I would have just liked, knowing now that it was his last, I would have liked a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more. That's just my feeling about it. And finally, good news. In my opinion, very good news. Chris Evans actually may not be done with the role of Captain America. We've been hearing for like years now, I want to say, that his contract is up. He doesn't want to do it anymore and all this kind of stuff. He has tweeted out like several times during the making of the second part of Infinity War that it feels like his senior year and, you know, stuff like that, implying that it's over, like it's coming to an end. But now, who was it that said it? Was it Chris Evans or was it somebody else that said?
No, I thought it was the Russo brothers.
I thought it was Russo as well, saying that like, hey, it may not be over for
something like
Cap
that.
yet.
Yeah, essentially it was just a very, very, I don't know, cryptic. Tweet.
It might mean nothing.
It might mean nothing, but they said, and we don't think this is the last time you're going to see Captain America or something along those lines. So I know what I think.
You're not the only one, and I think I know what you think too. You think that the Bucky and Falcon show is also going to have Cap.
Yeah. Not continuously, not every single episode even, maybe.
He might be like a Tony Stark to Spider-Man Homecoming kind of deal.
Exactly. Yep. I think he's definitely going to be featured in there. I think if you see him again in movies, he might just be like cameos or short little clips of him here and there, if anything. But I don't think even that's going to happen. I think it's just, this is it. You know, this is where he's done.
Yeah, maybe just taking some years off. But here's the thing. Either Tony or Cap is dying, right? Like, one of them has to die.
I think if they don't, it's a cop-out.
I think so, too. I agree with you. I think it's a cop-out.
That's the corner they've backed themselves into with this. And that said, they've impressed me with being as resilient to being backed into corners so far. See,
I was of the opposite opinion, I feel, of many people, including our group in G-Chat, that I thought Cap was going to be the one to die and Tony was going to be the one to live. That was where I was always leaning, where I think a lot of people thought that it was going to be the opposite of that, where Tony was going to die and Cap was going to live. Cap, now seemingly having the potential to have another show, raises the death potential of Tony Stark like 100 times, in my opinion. Like, if Cap is not dying, I feel like I'm totally expecting Tony to die. Which is going to be I don't know, I feel like it might be a little too heavy for me. The fact that, like, he's trying to have a kid, and all this, like, that's a little much.
But you know the whole thing is going to be, oh, Peter, you're just like my kid.
I know, but still, I don't know. Like, it's too much, man. I can't handle this shit.
I don't know, man. I'm excited.
I'm
excited for the future. I don't want to speculate too much because I don't want to build something up in my head.
Yeah.
That will let me down, just like it has in the past, like everything else.
Yeah, I get you. And supposedly, Captain Marvel and Infinity War Part 2 trailers dropping.
So Captain Marvel tomorrow.
Okay.
And because it's not going to be a reveal game, everybody is pretty sure that Infinity War trailer will be at the Game Awards.
That would blow my mind.
The Russo brothers are there.
I know they're there. I know they're presenting. But
so
to reveal Infinity War trailer, the premiere trailer at the Game Awards?
Yes.
That is, I know they're game fans. Russo brothers are game fans. But, man, like, I can't imagine Disney being okay with that. Like, that just does not seem right to me. That seems, it's a great show. It has it's a decent venue for that kind of stuff, but not the venue I would think they would want to take advantage of. It is Thursday.
Okay. What also happens on Thursdays? What type of big event happens Thursdays?
Football?
Yeah, there you go.
So you think they might do it on both?
Other trailers usually release.
No, I'm not saying that like it's not a good timing.
I will bet
It's
you
just-
anything it will be time to match with the football game on Thursday.
I hope. I would be really, really happy to see a huge movie trailer debut at the Game Awards. I think that would legitimize the Game Awards in a big way, and kudos to Jeff Keighley if he was able to get that, man. Holy shit, that would be huge. That would be, like, if especially if that's the case, though, wouldn't Jeff be like, guys, we have the Infinity War Part 2 trailer at the Game Awards. Like, he'd be throwing that shit everywhere right now.
Unless he's not allowed to.
If he's not allowed to, but still, like, that's, like, huge. Like, everybody would be watching the Game Awards. Like, no matter what, everybody would be watching the Game Awards for this freaking trailer. So, if that's the case, they should say it now. Like, give Jeff Keighley that. Like, let him have that. Because, holy shit, will a lot more people watch the Game Awards if they're doing that trailer there.
Isn't CBS doing something the same day?
Oh, no, it's a few days later, I want to say. Might be...
Do we watch that?
I'm not sure. I kind of want to see what
In
it
a morbid
is.
curiosity type way?
I'm not going to be able to live react to it, but
Right.
I do want to watch it. I want to see what it is.
I guess I'll have it on the background.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to see what they're going to do.
No, I'm not willing to bet on this because I want it to happen. Like, I really hope it does happen.
I mean, Johnny's saying Wednesday morning on ABC, Good Morning America. I don't know if...
That makes more sense. Like, that's when they reveal these kind of things. Trailers typically are dropped early morning. Typically. Like, right around 8 a.m. Unless it's in another, unless it's a movie that really caters to another country. Then they'll release it on a different
What if
time
there's
zone.
a teaser there and then a trailer?
That's a possibility. They do that
Awards.
sometimes. They do that sometimes.
They
So that's
do
also
do.
that is a possibility. I'm not against that idea at all. ABC owned by Disney, another, ball in that court.
That's true.
Does that make any sense? No. All right. Anyway, let's do some wheel spins, guys, because we had a ton of support. Striker Ramore, I did see that you redeemed a permanent custom welcome message. We will make that happen to you after the show for the next time you join us on stream. Metal Gear Nemesis coming in with 13 months on Prime, using Prime on us, which is amazing. We also had Guitar Freak resubbing Tier 2, $10. Thank you so much for 33 months. You guys are all amazing. Let's spin first. We got to go back a little bit here. We got to spin for... Who was first of the night? It was actually down lower. I can't see it. It was the 9 Fox with 50 months, trying to destroy the opening of the show, as he does. This one's for you. 50 months. Holy shit. 10 XP to the spinner. And the center. 10
XP to the sinners.
10 XP to the center. Points. Add the 9 Fox. 10. Way to go, Derek. Next up, we have Diclonius Games coming in with 23 months. And the wheel says 10 XP to the center. Who is this anonymous individual that's gifting Tier 2 subs now? Tier 2! He wants to give them access to game voting on our Discord, I think is what's happening here. Top Ham Radio. Oh my, I don't think I've ever seen a Tier 2 gifted sub before.
I've never
This is
seen
new.
that at all.
Oh my. Points add.
Anonymu.
What was that? Is that his name?
Guitar Freak. Anonymu.
Anonymu.
Like Dormammu, but for Twitch subs.
What's a time where you've pronounced something incredibly wrong to like the point of embarrassment?
I don't know, but I mean, for you, it's Serge Derbider.
No, that was a flub. That's different.
Okay.
Like a time where you legitimately thought
you
something
thought
was
it was
pronounced
something?
a certain way.
You know what, though? I don't have that often, and not in a cocky way, but like
Okay.
usually I am pretty good with that. But I'm going to guarantee there's something I'm just not thinking of.
Right. The one I always bring up, and I'm not going to say who this was because he hates whenever I bring it up. But somebody I know one time, I might have mentioned this on the show before, but I'll say it again. We were parking the car, and there was a car next to us, right? And he said, "That is a super cool name for a car." And I look over at it, and he's like, "Rendezvous." And I just was like, "Oh my god." He was dead serious too. Rendezvous, you mean? And then he just his face just dropped, and I'm not allowed to say who it was.
Can I?
No, you're not allowed to say who it was. He's mortified by that he did that. Yeah. Oh, he actually has a second one too.
Of course he does. There's probably a lot that he has.
Adolescence.
Oh God. Oh wait. Do you remember? What was it?
I'm sure I have some as well, but I don't know what they are.
Oh man. I can't remember. There was one in school that everybody made fun of. No, there was a guy at work. He pronounced when you have an issue when you're miscounting something and the drawer, recognizes that it's miscounted.
Yeah.
There's a blank in the counting.
An error.
Something. Well, what's another word for error? Starts with a V.
No, just say it. I'm not sure.
Variance.
Okay.
Or, in his case, variance.
That just sounds very fancy. It's
Yeah,
a fancy
like,
variance.
all the time.
A variance.
We have a variance in Resident 91. I'm like, dude, what?
It's like the gentleman version of variance. He's got the monocle
Oh,
and everything.
man.
Variance.
Variance.
Moving on. All right, we got a lot more, man. We got Chaos Gamer was gifted a sub by an anonymous person. Favorites, are you here, Chaos Gamer? If you are,
No one
pop it
uses
in the
this.
chat.
No one does this.
People do. They
Once
do.
in a great while, but not at all.
It's okay if they don't. It's fine. You know, it's on there if you want to use it. But Chaos, if you're in the room, you can put in the chat a favorites category, which means your favorites anything. What's an example, Mike? Your favorites
Porn star in your case.
your favorite porn star. I won't answer that, but still, you can say it.
What was her name?
My favorite porn star?
Yeah,
The one that was on
Isn't that your favorite?
Discord, was it Faye something?
I don't know.
Or Reagan? I don't know.
Reagan sounds familiar.
They all have the same names.
They all have the same name.
Freak OTRT. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Johnny Poolside. Johnny Poolside with the tier 1 subscription. This one's for you, sir. Bonus XP for the next hour, guys. Stay in the chat. It's gonna drop every 10 minutes.
Ronald Reagan?
No, it was not Ronald Reagan. I wish I could do a Ronald Reagan impression right now,
Wait,
but I
hold
can't.
on. Has any porn star used the name Reagan Ronald?
Okay, I was
It was
close.
first name, last
It was
name?
both Faye and Reagan. It was
Faye
Faye Reagan.
Reagan.
That's what I'm talking about, man. They're all the same. All Poos next. This one's for you. 10 XP. A lot of XP being given out tonight.
Wow.
Points at All Poo Snacks. Getting that 10 XP. Way to go. Next up, we have Moofy with the 500 biddies. Coming in tonight. Ooh, we're going to be doing a video game sketch. Moofy, whisper me with a video game title or a video game character. After that, we got Tobes coming in with 39 months. A lot of support, guys. Thank you so much. Favorites! Tobes will do it. I know Tobes will do it.
All right,
Whisper
let's
me,
do this.
Tobes. That makes it easier. I know that you're friends with me on Twitch. So whisper me with a favorites category, please. Guitar Freak coming in with 33 months. And the wheel says, another video game sketch. Let's spin again. Let's give him something different.
Very repetitive. God damn.
Favorites?
Is this broken?
No, it's not. It just happens sometimes, man.
Where it has the same back and
Some
forth
things,
20 times?
some things have bigger slices, so it's going to land on it more often. Guitar Freak, we're also friends on Twitch, so whisper me with a favorites category. Next up, we got Metal Gear Nemesis. Video game charades. I believe we're friends, Metal Gear Nemesis. So whisper me with a video game title or a video game character, and we'll do charades. And one more. We got Top Ham Radio.
Oh, yeah.
Tier 2 sub now. Welcome to Plus One Posse. Gifted that. We're going to give you 25 XP on top of that.
Lucky you.
Way to go. The highest you can get off the wheel. And that was Top Ham? Top Ham Radio, I think. Yep, he's here. He's getting 25 XP. Way to go, Top Ham.
He anonymously gifted it to himself.
That would be a cool way to do it. Definitely would get you some attention. All right. Let's move on, guys. We got that community focus segment that Mike likes to butcher every week. What is it, Mike?
I actually do this segment justice.
Oh, my.
That's because it is Community Question of the Week, where you all can go to our Discord at discord.gg/the-level-up-network and go to our Community Question of the Week thread and answer the question that we pose to you when we're creative enough to think of them, or when our mods think of them, which is the case.
Hey, I came up with this one this week.
No, you didn't. This was Rick's.
No, this was mine. I asked you guys, but nobody came up with anything, so I decided.
He said one. You said good job.
Johnny came up with something for next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to do Johnny's next week.
Either way, let's just let Andrew take credit for all of it.
I make the show.
What is the holiday purchase that you are most proud of in your life? Examples would be something you fought for on Black Friday, a gift you purchased for someone else that really surprised them, or simply something that you think is really especially cool. Tell us why you think you are so proud of this purchase.
Do it. First up.
No new placement, by the way. Aw, Poo Snacks, who's in Ravenclaw, deciding to answer this week. Oh, no, that's Hufflepuff.
No, that was Hufflepuff, who once again barely made it this week. I don't even have them in the video because they barely made it.
All Poo Snacks says, shortly after getting married and back when Black Friday still had deals, we were just getting started and were using an old secondhand set of washer and dryer. We know Sears is having a killer deal on a nice set of front loaders for $800, which had only been out and popular for a few years. I didn't know what Black Friday at Sears would be like in Arkansas, but I assumed the worst, being the birthplace of Walmart and all. So I proceeded to get off a 12-hour shift, stay awake all night, occasionally napping in the bed of my truck since it was covered and padded, until the store opened. Made a beeline to the register without stopping to look for anything else. I made the purchase and headed down to item pickup. Lucky me, the guy at the window explained that he only had 4 sets in store and everyone else was going to be waiting 2 to 3 months for backfill. After around 10 years and 4 moves, they still work pretty dang well.
Not like an exciting item, right? In a way, but the story, the way he tells it, I like it, you know?
Respectful. I enjoy this because it is exactly what we asked for.
Right.
It was a moment, something that was stuck out to you, what made it special to you, why it made it special. He encapsulated everything. And yet again, All Poo Snacks seems to set that bar higher than anybody else.
Oh my. Oh my. I think you're calling somebody out right now, aren't you? I feel like he's calling somebody out, guys. This is a wonderful answer. Really great answer. Very well written, as always. All Poo Snacks, you have a way with words, man. You really do. And to make a story of getting a washer and dryer exciting speaks volumes, I think.
That said, I'm very surprised and happy for you that your Samsung has lasted this long. Most people do not have that much luck.
I'm feeling a very high score here. I'm feeling a 9, Mike.
I'm feeling 10.
Oh my!
Where's the error?
The error.
You've given 10s before, so
I have given 10s
to lesser answers.
I will be completely honest with you. It's because it's a washer dryer.
Hold on. Whoa, hold up. So wait.
I want a little bit more of something exciting. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with his answer. It's a great answer. He just is not the person that had the most exciting thing.
That doesn't mean anything.
It is a factor for me, Mike.
It didn't say exciting.
It's a factor for me.
It said examples would be something you fought for on Black Friday, something that you think is especially cool, and you are most proud of.
I didn't put the criteria for scoring in there, Mike. That's not how this works.
You said most proud of in your life.
And I'm very proud for you, All Poo Snacks.
He is the most proud of this. He gave us a very detailed and descriptive answer. Don't be a jerk.
Ravenblaw,
You're an ass.
It's an almost perfect score, man.
Yet you've given 10s to people that didn't deserve them.
I do think I have given 10s to everybody that has deserved a 10.
Not in the same way.
Moving on.
Poo Snacks, do not forget, I fought for you. He's an ass.
It's an amazing score.
But he said Jay, who's in Gryffindor, has said...
It doesn't matter what you think.
Derek is extremely mean. Did you know that?
But he is subbed for 50 months, so he gets away with it.
That's fine.
I live a boring life, he says. That washer and dryer are the best I have.
Hey, dude, listen.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. That's why I gave you a 9.
Don't let this guy lie.
1 away from the highest possible score you can get.
Shitbag. He said Jay, who's in Gryffindor, said, this is something I kind of made, but there was some purchasing involved, so I think it counts. Maybe 5 or 6 Christmases ago, I dug out all of my family's home videotapes, of which there are many, and I bought a converting cable as well as some blank discs and cases. I spent days and nights converting the tapes to digital and burning them to discs, complete with custom artwork for the cases and discs. I also customized a DVD home menu screen with music and pictures of my family, and boxed everything up nicely and gave them to my dad. He was completely overwhelmed. This was literally one of 3 times I've seen my dad cry. This was especially cool to me because my parents had been divorced for a while, and at that point, and sisters had moved away. So these tapes hadn't been touched in years, and would have been lost to a basement flood we had shortly after that Christmas had I not randomly decided to do this for him. It took a hell of a lot of time and work, so I'm glad he appreciated it.
So,
ow.
This one, I'm sorry. This is why I kind of felt like the 9 was for All Poo Snacks, because this one has a little bit more of an emotional core to it. Mm-hmm. And it's not like what he did is any really that much more exciting than a washer and dryer, but it was built by hand. Like, that does matter to me. Like, what the item is matters to me, and that there was like a huge emotional core to it, and that Dean opened up his hardened exterior to allow us in on this little emotional thing. I think is kind of special.
100% agree that this should be a 10.
Yes,
I think that the other one should have been a 10 too. Only for the sheer fact that they had no money. They were just starting out. And
I get the emotional core there too. But this one connected with me.
There was one thing missing from your emotional core in the last one.
Excitement. I just need that excitement there. Hey, I got some excitement. Enough to give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, well.
A 90, an A. Almost as good as you can get.
Old Stoneheart here giving preferential treatment.
Hey, it's a great answer. It's a good answer, man. I'm really happy with this answer. Gryffindor plus 10. Way to go, Gryffindor.
Jersey Tom, who's in Slytherin, responded with, So the one I'm most proud of is something that my brothers and I got together for my dad. It was the year after the Giants beat the Patriots in 2007. Walking around by a memorabilia store that I trusted, I just happened to have walked in and saw that they had a framed, signed blow-up photo of David Tyree making his famous helmet catch. Everyone in my family being Giants fans, this was a major moment in our collective fandom, specifically for my dad, who'd been a fan for over 40 years. My brothers and I pulled together the funds and got it for him. When he opened it on Christmas morning, he was floored. It was one of the coolest things we've ever gotten for him, and he hung it up in his office as soon as he got the chance.
Oh, that's
like
nice.
this.
Nice
I
story.
like this a lot.
I'm not a sports ball guy, but the fact that you were able to get me to connect with the story means a lot, Jersey Tom. I like this one. It's not quite as, I don't know, he didn't dig quite as deep as I feel like all Poosnacks and Dean did, but I still think it's a very good answer. Would you agree with
I think
that?
it's very good. I actually think it has the same emotional connection as the other ones do.
Okay.
I think his writing was not as detailed, but it's detailed enough.
Maybe that's what it is.
That said, I would give it a 10, but he's a Giants fan, so I have to give it at most a 9.
Oh my. You're just throwing out the tens like candy today, aren't you?
Listen, they're all heartwarming and
Three
very nice
tens?
stories. They're all very nice. They're all very. They're about. Did you notice that there was not
18
one thing that
months.
someone
Holy
bought for
cow,
themselves
sup, Mike and Andrew.
so far?
I was listening to the message.
I said, did you notice that all of them were bought for somebody else?
Yes, that's very nice. I do
Exactly.
like that a lot.
They went out of their way to buy something very selflessly. This is all these stories so far have not been like, hey, I got that console for $400 off or anything like that.
No,
Like,
yeah.
no, they've all been something that
And
they
I'm
really
not surprised
give
at all
to
because our
people.
community is
exactly.
supportive
so
and
to me,
generous.
that's all 10s, except when you're a Giants fan.
That's not why I would give it a 9, but I don't care which team you're a fan of. You know, if you're a Giants fan, you're a Giants fan. You and Denny are weird to me in that way. I don't understand it, but
Who, me?
no, Denny's
them.
also a Giants fan. I think Giants. I want to say it's a Giants as well. Those two. I know they're more northern Jersey.
Right, they're all North Jerseys,
but
which
still,
is Giants
come on
territory.
now, come on now. I'm with you. I think a 9 is appropriate here. Let's
I like
give
that. I can get
Slytherin a
behind
9. I'm with you on that one. Finally, the last one, Mike.
Last one is from Wormcoat, who's in Hufflepuff. Deciding to reply. He said, I don't have a good answer because so many people in my family like to craft personalized gifts themselves, and they always overshadow anything purchased as is. Plus, there's a wide array of skills set in my family, so we end up with custom knits and sewn stuff, art pieces, even pieces of furniture. Even though it doesn't fit the criteria, I'll say my favorite gift I've given is a mixed media portrait of my mom that I made for her. It still hangs in her room. That's pretty sweet.
It was very sweet. I didn't really get much about the gift, though.
No.
Here is, I think, my issue with it.
Mixed media, like with what?
Yeah, like I don't know exactly what that means.
Was paint used in any form?
I'm assuming that it's
Is there a part of the screen that just has a video playing?
maybe you
possibly?
use some crayon, a little bit of
Like
color pencil.
I'm getting this like image in my head of like some like everything like that, like newspaper magazine clippings, yarn, feathers, and then like one like weird old tablet that just has like for the eye, where
Yeah.
the eye is, and you just see an eye blinking constantly, and it's just on repeat 24/7.
I think what happened here, and it's admirable, is Wormcoat saw Hufflepuff didn't have anybody answering, so he decided to jump on and be like, "I'll throw you guys a bone. Let's get you some points at
Yeah,
least."
done.
It's not an answer he dug deep on, but he wanted to get Hufflepuff some points this week, and that's
6?
why I feel like a 6. I agree. That's exactly what I was.
Not
gonna
like
say.
I just did the bare minimum, so let's give it a 5.
Yes. It had a little bit more than bare minimum there. It's not. It's a little better than average. It's a good. It's a fine answer. It's a fine answer. It's fair. I think is it. Why did I put Huffle? Oh, yeah, it is it right. I think that's Hufflepuff. That's the right. I'm trying to think of the command. I think this is right. No. Is it Puff?
Huff.
It's Huff. It's Huff.
My God.
Huff? It is Huff. But wow, look at this, man. 100 points for Hufflepuff. They are in the basement right now, man. Way down there in the basement.
That's what happens when you screw around for 3
Yeah,
weeks.
they screwed up one week big time.
Who was in Hufflepuff besides Farsunder?
There's like a good 7 people in there. So there's a lot of people just not answering each week in Hufflepuff.
You guys
And I'm
awake?
not sure they can bounce back anymore.
Whoa.
I'm not sure they can bounce back. But Gryffindor in the lead with 127, Slytherin at 120, and Ravenclaw at 109. So it's kind of a battle right now between Gryffindor and Slytherin with only 3 weeks left. Because we're not doing a show on the 23rd. Let's just get that out right now. That's Kristen's birthday. We're not doing a show on the 23rd. So only 3 more weeks, guys.
I'm good with that. I have Danny that weekend. So,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
All right. Guys, get on our Discord. As it says on the screen right now, discord.gg/the Level Up Network. Become a part of the community even when we're not live. And you can become a part of Community Question of the Week. We have the Question of the Week channel. We got the On the Spot channel. And you can get on there. I'll post another question in the middle of the week. And you will have the opportunity to answer. And you might be chosen randomly to be on the show and represent your house. If you're not yet in a house, still answer the question. And you will have a sharding hat ceremony to decide your house live on the show. Home run Lakers. They shut down Bronco Stadium. I have no idea what we're talking about. Sports ball. All right, we're going to go to a commercial break, guys. When we come back, we're announcing our new streamer of the month. You might have seen it already with the commands in the chat and the sidebar, but we're going to give a little bit more of a shout out to our new streamer of the month very soon.
This guy's a real freak.
A real freak. Real dirty. Real dirty freak.
All
right.
Like dirty stuff all of a sudden.
It's dirty,
Posting
man.
porn stars.
Yeah, man.
Listening to your favorite porn
Reagan
stars.
Faye Reagan, whatever the hell her name is. All right, hold on tight.
Oh my.
Henry DJP. We'll be back in approximately 60 seconds. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 243. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like what we're doing at any point, please hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/the Level Up Show. Turn on notifications. Make sure you get those alerts whenever we go live. I'm on every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday with a variety game stream. Mike's on every Tuesday, and we come together every Sunday here for the Level Up Show. Been doing it 5 years now.
Yeah.
I am starting up Red Dead Redemption Online tomorrow, the beta. So that'll be what I'm streaming this week. What are you streaming this week, Mike, on Tuesday?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. He never knows, guys. They put
I'm gonna
together
put I'm gonna
a
put
poll on Discord, and then you guys vote on it, and then he doesn't listen to it. Classy. Classy douchebag right there, guys.
And then Hetman calls me out for it, so I just call him out on every poll now.
Guys, Prize Wheel is also active. Anything worth $5 or more will get you a spin of the Prize Wheel. Thank you so much to John007. He's in our next Prize Wheel segment for that sub of 18 months. Congratulations. I think that might be a new badge for a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
I think.
Cool.
So congratulations on that, John, and thanks so much for being a part of the Plus One posse. But anything worth $5 or more. So that means subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, cheering, tipping, hosting for 10 viewers or more, Twitch Prime subs, sub gifting, all those good things, guys, get you a spin of the Prize Wheel. And of course, community sub gifts get you some good old Bean Boozled. We'll shove as many beans in our mouth as gift of subs you do to the community.
Sounds like my night job.
Guys, we have a new streamer of the month.
Oh boy.
We do this every month here. We now choose because not enough people were applying.
No.
So we do streamer of the month ourselves now, and we're very excited for this one. A very freaky person coming in for this dirty freaky person coming in on this streamer of the month. You guys know who it is. I think you know who it is. It's already been active in the chat. Freak OTRT is our streamer of the month. He just got done with a 24-hour marathon for his birthday.
How'd that go for him?
I think it went very, very well for him.
Good.
We rated him during it, which we're very happy to do. Let's pause this for a second. We're going to go full screen so you guys can see it in its glory. Let's check out a few clips from Freak OTRT here. He's going to make it. Never mind. Not even close, man.
Well, that's not a good start.
Oh my god, I'm so good at this.
I need to play this game now. This looks amazing. It's called Golf Story.
It's called what?
Golf Story.
Oh, Golf Story?
Yeah.
This is Golf Story?
Yep.
God help me!
Or Golfing with Friends?
Yep.
No.
I think it's Golf Story. I think that's what.
No, Golf Story is the Mario RPG one.
Ah, gotcha. So this is
This has to
Golfing
be
with
Golfing with
Friends.
Friends. Okay.
Either way, I want to play this.
No. Wait.
This looks like so much fun. This is definitely happening on a Tuesday next year.
Oh my.
No one would know.
Yeah, we both go down. We both go down.
Oh god.
Oh!
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh god. No,
I'm not picking you guys up.
Next month you get that awesome golden tent. You will only
Oh
be
my
the
God.
third person to get my
Look
golden
at those
tent.
pops.
I know.
Do the puppers get their own pumpkins? I thought about it. I really did.
Look at the dog.
But I had to go through. Oh my God. I'm watching this back on stream.
No.
It's like, what?
Somebody clip that, please. Odin just.
That's awesome.
There you go, guys. Twitch.tv/FreakOTRT. Give him that follow. He's been supporting us for quite a little while now, ever since we rated him. We rated him
That was a fun raid.
months ago. He had a great stream.
Yeah.
You guys enjoyed his stream, and now he's part of the community. And he did
Been pretty active too.
basic
Awesome.
bitses tonight.
Yeah, he
100
did.
biddies. Thank you so much
Pretty
for
good.
that. Great. He's a great guy.
Bitses.
Yeah, basic bitses tonight. So thanks so much for that, Freak. Everybody give him that follow, please. All right. He's in the chat. And of course, you can type in !SOTM at any point at any month, doesn't matter when, and you will see who the current streamer of the month is.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Let's get into the crux of the show, guys. Our weekly discussion of the week's biggest gaming industry news. It's called The Level Update. What? What are you laughing at?
If you were Voldemort and you needed to separate your soul into multiple parts, you put them each in a news story and you call it the Horcrux of the show.
Good job, Mike.
Thanks.
Good for you. So have to be 7 stories though, every week. Guys, we got some really, really disappointing news here.
I don't know.
Rocksteady's new game will not be at the Game Awards, and on top of
Or
that,
so they say.
And on top of that, they're saying it's not Superman.
Womp womp.
Moment of sadness for Farsender?
Nah.
No, no
They,
moment of
they already
sadness.
ruined it years ago with the Superman game. It just can't be done the right way.
Eurogamer writes, Rocksteady's co-founder and game director Sefton Hill has confirmed the studio will not be making an appearance at the Game Awards and told his followers that despite the rumors, the studio's latest project is not Superman. Quote on Twitter, looking forward to the Game Awards this year. We're still hard at work in our development bunker, so don't expect an announcement from Rocksteady Games. When it's ready to show, you will be the first to know. Spoiler, it's not Superman. Rumor had it Rocksteady was busy at work on a new Superman game and recently advertised 20-plus job listings that covered a whole range of disciplines, including coding, script writing, and community management. All specifications made reference to a presently unannounced AAA title and stated the mystery game would be available on, quote, next-generation platforms. Several of the positions were fixed term for a 2-year period, which perhaps has been indicative of an approximate, if tentative, window or release. Now, it seems we'll have to wait longer before Rocksteady is ready to share. We got a poll we're going to put in the chat for you guys. Well, with this new information, we've talked about this before, but with the new information, let's make guesses again. What do you think Rocksteady is working on? Let us know in the poll here, guys. So this is especially a bummer because it was just this week that there was the rumor that it was Superman, that it was world's finest, and it was either going to have both Superman and Batman, or it was going to be a Superman game with some Batman cameos. And then a few days later, this comes out and just shuts it down, man. What do you think? Why are they waiting so long to release anything about this game?
To be honest, I don't think they're... I mean, realistically, I think every time they've said that they are not ready and we were expecting them to be, I think they honestly just were not ready. I mean, I legitimately think that they are trying something new. I don't know if it's going to be in the same vein as what we've seen already, and if it is, it's only going to be partially in the same vein. I don't think they're going to try to replicate what they did with Batman again, just in a different skin, because that's exactly what people will compare it to. They'll just be like, oh,
Right.
well, this is, blank in a different skin, and I like the Batman one more. You run that risk. Plus, it's not leaving the franchise. They felt like they were done, with what they did. They enjoyed it. They had a good time with it, and they wanted to do something different. And when studios say that, they always mean that they literally want to do something different. So people trying to shoehorn them into one thing is not helpful for the industry.
Sure.
So I think they are honestly trying to do something new, but kind of bank on what they've gotten down right with the Batman games. Maybe not in terms of combat or something that you would think of, but in other ways, maybe in technological feats that you don't see.
That's a possibility. If it is a next-generation game, as it was said here, maybe they're just waiting for the next-generation consoles to be revealed before they want to show off their game. Do you think that's a possibility?
It absolutely could be. I don't know how true that would be. I think they could just not put a platform on what's being played on.
I think they could as well. I mean, Cyberpunk, it sounds like it's going to be cross-generational, but that's... really going to shine on next generation. They were willing to show it off, and they've even talked about next generation consoles in relation to Cyberpunk. So it's not like it stops all developers from doing it. You guys voted for other with 4 votes, but other than that, you guys really were going after Suicide Squad and Teen Titans. Now, supposedly, Teen Titans is a high front runner because of what Jason Schreier said recently about it being a group superhero game.
Well, so is Suicide Squad.
That's more of a villain game, though.
Okay.
So if we're going with
They're
superheroes, but superheroes would imply more Teen Titans than Suicide Squad, right? Also, it was rumored that Suicide Squad was in development by WB Montreal and then was canceled, right?
Yep.
So that also puts a wrench in that idea. So if I were to guess here of the ones that are listed, Teen Titans and Justice League actually shine because them saying it's not Superman doesn't mean it's not Justice League. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're saying it's not Superman, implying to me it's not a dedicated Superman game. But it doesn't mean that
Justice
Superman
League,
is
the
not
movie barely had Superman in it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that Superman is not in
But
the
realistically,
game.
no, I don't think they would do that. I don't think they would waste that. I think they would wait to know that they had him down the right way.
Maybe.
I'm thinking more of City of Heroes.
Like a big MMO RPG.
It's talking. I mean, Jason Schreier again.
Yeah.
Bring up Jason Schreier. Talk about it as games as a service.
Right.
And again, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. And honestly, say what you will about him. I know some people don't like him. He's good. He's good at his job. I like him a lot because he is very good at getting information and making it known when he thinks it's appropriate.
Sure. No, I'm in agreement there. He's one of the best in gaming journalism, without a doubt. And usually is pretty confident in his sources. And
You
when
see
he
his
says
Reddit
something,
posts?
you can usually trust it, that he's
tweeted
at least not trying to fool anybody. What are you saying?
You see his Reddit post that he tweeted out?
No.
He tweeted out his Reddit post because somebody asked him why he wasn't going to release the information he has on it. And he wrote this whole long thing basically about between the conversation that he has with Steven Tittil, and he's matured and changed in different ways, and people called him out for, revealing Fallout 4 and this and that. He's like, well, even then, they were just, it was this and that. And, we go to each other and say, what do we think the people should know, want to know? What do you think would work well at this time?
Yeah.
And I think, they definitely changed. I don't know.
That's funny because we just had that on the spot question not too long ago about
Right.
do you think gaming journalists sometimes hold back information? And this is maybe an instance. He might know.
I think he knows a decent amount of what it is. I think a lot of people do.
But he's choosing not to say because maybe he just doesn't want to spoil it for
Right.
people. Maybe he just wants the excitement to still be there.
Right.
He could. I mean, nothing's stopping him really from saying it besides maybe being blackballed by Rocksteady. So that might be another thing that he's a little bit wary of. But
I guess.
I don't care where FF7 Remake drops. That's a day one buy. Oh, without a doubt. I don't think 7 Remake would ever be talked about during the Game Awards, though. I don't think that's the venue. They're going to wait until after Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
At this point, there's just no way that we're going to see anything from that game this year.
From that for a little while.
If we do see it, get ready for me to just throw a complete nerdgasm.
Yeah.
Just live. It'll be a nerdgasm live. Splooge everywhere. Mike, you're up next.
I am, and I'm going to talk about that Bethesda Fallout.
Yes, I see what you did there.
Thanks. So earlier this week, so let me just write what Game Rant has written up. They said, ever since the launch of Fallout 76 earlier this month, Bethesda has constantly been under fire from fans. When fans finished unboxing their purchase $200 Fallout 76 Collector's Edition, they wasted no time in voicing their anger regarding the misleading nylon bags. This sparked, just for those that don't know, they advertised in their pre-order a bunch of things, one of them being a very nice looking canvas bag. Not only was it advertised as a completely different thing, it said the words over top of the item, canvas bag. They sent a bunch of people a bunch of cheap, thin nylon bags, ones that I used to get from the laundromat I used to drop my clothes off at. They would give us these, thin, plasticky nylon bags, and most people are saying that they feel it would break pretty quickly. Bethesda has since issued a response that people find laughable. They are offering 500 in-game currency, 500 atoms. For reference, that does not buy very much, and the only canvas bag in the game, which is the exact same thing that you were supposed to get a replica for, is attached to a character skin that costs 700. So they're not even giving you enough currency for a digital canvas bag in the game.
Sons of bitches.
People got together on Reddit to voice concerns. It's continuing to boil as the users are now explaining, urging others to file a official complaint for misrepresentation against Bethesda. Numerous ways of reporting false advertisements have been shown, some of which involve getting a refund. While there's no guarantee that consumers will be refunded, Reddit users are urging collector's edition owners to, at the very least, file a complaint for false advertisement. This stance has been echoed throughout all social media as furious fans felt they have been cheated and lied to, as well as offended by the laughable compensation offer. There's no doubt that Bethesda has handled the whole situation terribly, but an apology will likely come as soon as it's long overdue.
So Diclonus Game said, and yeah, YouTube influencers got the nice bag. Like I said, Bethesda are a bunch of crooks. Just to correct that a little bit, it's not the same bag, though. They did get a canvas bag. They got like a backpack-looking canvas bag, which has caused people to be like, oh my god, come on. But it isn't the same bag.
Right.
It's not like the canvas version of the
even
bag,
still,
so.
it's still pretty bad.
Yeah, it is
That
bad.
said, too, if anybody has bought the collector's edition, do not accept the 500 atoms. If a class action lawsuit potentially comes up, you will be looked at as ineligible in most cases because you accepted,
which might be why they're doing it.
Right, which is why they're doing it and doing it very quickly.
So you all voted. Every single one of you 6 voted. There's a case to be made here against Bethesda, and that they should or will lose this case.
Good.
I think so. I mean, it's clear. It says canvas bag on the advertising.
Oh, it's absolutely
clear as day.
There's a fake conversation, or potentially fake conversation. I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet. With a representative from Bethesda that basically said the item in question was too costly to produce.
Man, that
that's
didn't
true,
even seem real. That message.
But if that's real, oh my god!
The way it ends is the worst part. And he says, "We're not going to do anything about it." That's literally what he says.
We currently have no plans to do anything about
Whatever,
it.
it's the same thing.
No, because if we don't want to do anything about it, it's completely different than we have no plans to do anything about it currently. And that is PR speak. That is customer service speak. That's
bad customer service
right,
speak,
but
man.
that's still customer service
that's
speak.
As bad as it gets, in my opinion, as far as PR goes. Holy shit, that's really bad. Anyway, moving on. Nintendo Switch might actually hit that 20 million for the fiscal year.
That's insane, dude.
It would be insane. They're still, they have a road ahead of them here, but still, they had an amazing November. And specifically the week of Black Friday. So Fortune writes, it's shaping up to be a bountiful holiday season for Nintendo. The Nintendo Switch set video game hardware sales records in the US during the 5-day Black Friday Cyber Monday weekend. The company said Wednesday it topped sales of the Nintendo Wii, which was a global phenomenon at its launch during the same 5-day period. Just last week we were talking about how the Wii was this blip on the radar, lightning in a bottle moment that would never happen again. Switch did better over the Black Friday 5-day break than the Wii ever did. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Internal sales figures show shoppers spent $250 million on Nintendo products overall between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday. That's a 45% improvement over the same period last year. Switch sales were up 115%, the company said, putting life-to-date sales numbers at 8.2 million. While the Switch is showing momentum and had a very strong kickoff to the 2018 holiday season, it still has a long way to go before it catches up with the Wii's overall sales. The Switch has been on shelves for roughly 20 months or so. At that point in the Wii's life cycle, they were already at 30 million. That's crazy, man. That's absolutely
nuts,
crazy.
Dude.
Let's see. Finally, Nintendo's guidance calls for Switch sales to hit 20 million, as I just said, for the fiscal year. So the question is, can they still do it? Super Smash hasn't even released yet. So that is going to be the big question. Will Super Smash be that big that they can get over the hump to 20
Super
million?
Smash Brothers is the best-selling item on Amazon.
Yes, I've seen, yeah.
Still. It's still, for the current year, not having not released yet even, until Friday, Smash Brothers 4 is the best-selling item on Amazon.
I still think they're not going to hit it, personally. I still think they're going to be a little bit short. I think they're going to get a lot closer than I was ever expecting. I thought they would get in like the 15 million range. I think they're probably going to be more like the 18, 19 million range. I still think they're going to fall slightly short of the 20 million for the fiscal year, but that's an amazing holiday weekend there.
I can't wait for this game.
This is such a cool CGI trailer they put together.
I love all of this. I think it's so cool. I'm so excited to play it this week.
Which character are you most excited about?
Richter.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm really. I mean, I've always loved Castlevania, and the characters are different, and they seem, from what I'm understanding, from what I'm hearing from people, is that they play very quick. So I was kind of happy, but also disappointed I didn't see Alucard in there. But apparently they are quick like Alucard, so that they fit within the Smash universe more. I'm interested to see how the Inklings play, and I've always been a fan of Lucario. So I mean, there's and Greninja. So I mean, there's everyone, all of them.
Yeah.
I want to play as all of them. I actually never play as Mario or Luigi or any of them.
Speaking of those Switch sales and especially software sales, Pokemon is not doing quite as well as I think some people expected it to do,
Really?
though, especially considering they had such a huge hardware increase. A lot of people thought that Pokemon would be huge to go along with that. Not quite as big as a lot of people expected it to be. So, still did fine. Don't get me wrong; it did very well. Just not. It doesn't seem to correlate with the number of Switches being sold.
That's a little disappointing.
Yeah.
I was hoping that if nothing else, it actually at least push the hardware.
Let's put a poll in the chat for you guys. Considering that it had such a huge month, what do you guys think is going to take November NPD? Will it be PlayStation 4 or Nintendo Switch? What do you think, Mike?
I would. The problem is Sony has had a phenomenal month.
And they had that Spider-Man bundle, man.
That was huge. It was
I
selling
still
out
think
everywhere.
PlayStation 4 has it based on the way this is worded. They never come out and say anything along the lines of it being the best-selling console of the month. But then that also blows my mind that the PS4 outsold the Switch when it beat any of the Wii's Black Friday, Cyber Monday breaks. Like, that's huge. That shows that consoles are still on this crazy rise.
Right.
You know, even though people thought, oh, consoles are dying. Like, oh my God, no. The
Jameis,
complete
you gotta
opposite.
remember, Smash doesn't come out until December, so it doesn't have anything to do with November as
Yeah.
NPD.
Yeah, so that it did. We just talked about having an amazing month, but yeah, it did not have Super Smash Brothers this month. So we'll have to wait and see. You guys are almost entirely voting for PS4 right now. Yeah, that Spider-Man bundle is hard to beat, man. $199.
That was pretty good.
With a $60 game of Spider-Man. Of course, it was discounted over Black Friday, but still, traditionally a $60 game that is one of the most acclaimed of the year. That's huge. Yeah. Moving on, Mike.
Moving on, Fortnite is supposedly contributing to a marked increase in gaming addiction among children.
Bum, bum, bum.
IGN writes, Epic Games' Battle Royale shooter is getting more flack for allegedly contributing to video game addiction in kids. Fortnite has come under fire once again for having a detrimental effect on younger players. A child psychologist claims that there has been a marked increase in kids attending counseling on account of video game addiction, which may or may not be tied to the uptake of players since the game's launch. This game is like heroin, said British behavioral specialist Lauren
That shouldn't be
Maurer,
funny, but it is.
whose work involves dealing with children suffering from video game addiction. Once you are hooked, it's hard to get unhooked. Say no to the ganja, kids. She didn't say that part, but I wish she did because she's an asshole. I've never seen a game that has such control over kids' minds, said Debbie Vitney, the mother of the 17-year-old boy. It's not only kids who are having these issues, as professional athletes are falling prey to the addictive nature of Fortnite. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, this is true.
Count it. I don't care. Like,
count it.
The National Hockey League's Vancouver Canucks had so much trouble getting players in meetings and dinners they banned Fortnite on the road. David Price, star pitcher for the Major League Baseball's World Series winning Boston Red Sox, was scratched from a May start against the arch rival New York Yankees because of wrist problems that may have been exacerbated by playing Fortnite. Come on.
That's just so funny to me.
Oh my god.
In seriousness, no, this is a problem, and it does seem to be, you know, there's an uptick in this due to Fortnite, which is not surprising. It's, you know, it's something that appeals to a young demographic in a game that hasn't since probably Minecraft. And considering it is this competitive shooter, that also adds on top of that. Here's my issue, is that people are like blaming Epic Games for this though. Like, it's in my opinion, it's nobody's problem. It's nobody's fault, I guess I should say. Let me put a poll in the chat for you guys so you can vote on this as well. I don't think this is necessarily anybody's fault. They all have a part in it, obviously. Epic Games created a very addictive game. They probably wanted it in some capacity to be addictive because that means people stay with it. You know, that's any developer. They want their shooter to have lasting appeal. They want kids to be hooked. That's any developer, right? That's creating this kind of game. I don't think that they should be criticized for that necessarily. The parents, of course, also at fault potentially.
That's the thing, is like, that's always what was always bothered me. Like, you have these abilities. There are so many parental controls on these things now.
Here's you're a father, so you understand this as well. You do not have an eye on your kid at all times.
Again, parental controls.
Yes, but that's your parental controls. these kids are playing Fortnite on their phone. They're playing Fortnite with other people's phones. They're playing Fortnite when they go over their friends' houses. You can't control your kid at all times.
Well, what I'm saying
so
is if you
I'm just saying that parents can't be completely blamed about this either. Your kid is going to do what they want to do. They're going to sneak around. They're going to find a way. You do your best to lead them in the right direction, to make them an honest kid, to make them so that they would recognize maybe an issue here and come to you about it. You can do your best to do all of those things, and still this problem might arise. It's not always on the parents.
Right, and here's the thing. So you're saying that had it not been for Fortnite, your kid would not have this issue with anything else? What if he had a gambling problem or an alcohol addiction or he was a chronic masturbator? Like, you have no idea what the potential issues that could arise from this are. And it's absolutely absurd to me
that
10-year-old anybody can sit there and say it's anybody else's problem except for my own and my kids. Like, it is at 100% on either the person that they are or the person that you raise them to be. It is not on anybody else. Honestly, in this whole thing against, like, everybody involving all these items for, gambling and everything like that, again, same thing. Know your limitations. Understand where where you can draw that line at. And if you have a problem with that and you can't recognize it when someone else points it out to you, you should, be mature enough to be able to be like, you know what? Yeah, that's it. I'm not saying I don't have an addictive personality, but I also don't feel like I've ever been at a point where I'm like, I can't stop doing this. There are times where countless times where I'm like, oh, I want to do this. And I've done more. I've played games longer than I should have, or, I put more time into something than I should have. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I just need to stop. And I just don't do it another time. Like, I don't understand all of it. I don't get it. Like,
you guys voted saying that partially the blame is on Epic, partially the game is on the individual, the child or the parents.
Who said that?
They're just 4 people said it. They're just saying that everybody has a part, and I get that. In my opinion, I think that no one in particular is to blame.
Right, but what did Epic do?
They made an addictive game.
Drew, you should feel like a big piece of shit because you've created a show that 60 people.
I know. I'm a big piece of shit.
Waste
Mike.
their life on.
Yeah, you guys are pieces of shit, and I'm a piece of shit for making you guys.
I don't
pieces
understand.
Of shit.
How did you do this?
I don't know,
you are at fault for this
because I know how to make people addicted.
Like, I don't get this. Like, I don't know.
I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I get that. People want to place the blame, but they don't want to place it on one individual in particular. So it's like, oh, they're all partially to blame. In my opinion, it's more like nobody's to blame. That's just kind of my take on it. Addiction is something that happens in almost anything. You can become addicted to almost anything, right? It depends on your personality in some cases. Sometimes just a sequence of events happens that will get you hooked to something, that it just appeals to you in a certain way.
It's really entertaining that in this country, and actually in any country really, when you see somebody that's really into sports, that's super into sports, that's looked at as okay. You can have a person that's diehard about sports. They know all the stats for all these different players.
I thought about
watch all these different things. You have people that are literally obsessed with football in the States and football, both kinds of football everywhere. You have people that are literally obsessed with these things, with baseball, with all this stuff, and that's okay. But God forbid somebody enjoys games to where they want to play it and they want to do it. How many times of the trope thing of watching an old taped recording of an old game, or like an old sports game come up? You know what I mean? Like, you see these things where you're watching, you're supposed to be, oh, that's kind of cool. You're watching this with your dad.
There are many kids that practice basketball 6 hours a day with the dream that they're going to go to the NBA someday or something like that. It's never really looked at as being crazy. It's like, good for you, following your dreams. But, if you're somebody who wants an esports star and you want to play games and become amazing at Fortnite, then it's frowned upon. I agree. There is definitely a double standard there that we haven't gotten over yet.
Fondling the balls is okay, but God forbid you touch your joystick.
I will say one thing, though. I don't think there's anything wrong with parents sending their kids to get better. If they think that rehabilitation is going to help them, then that's fine. Like, I don't think there's any issue with that. These parents are trying to help something. And maybe this is the only way they feel like they can do it. Because, I will say, I don't think unplugging your kid's console or telling them they can't play anymore is necessarily the answer. Like, it doesn't work for every kid. It just doesn't. Every kid's different. It might work for one kid. Like, you're grounded. You can't play Fortnite anymore. I'm unplugging your console. That might work for some kids. It's not going to work for all kids. That might actually make it even worse for some kids.
Right.
They might reach out and try and find somebody else they can go over to or whatever.
'Twas a very long day at work, less than 3. Much love and thank you. I'll be back ASAP.
Thank you, Freak.
Awesome. Bud.
Congrats on being our streamer of the month. Everybody type in !SOTM. And thank you for the 100 biddies, too. Those basic bitses. So yeah, the one other side to this that is being brought up is that Ninja responded and pretty much implied that it's entirely on the parents, and I don't agree with that. I think the parents have a part in this, but I think to say it's entirely on the parents is not right.
Personally, I think it's more on the parents than it is on Epic.
I would agree
that
with
wants
that.
to sit there and tell me that it's the fault. You know what? You really like driving your car, it's the car maker's fault. You really like eating food, it's the person who made the food.
I agree with you there. I think it's more on the
go to
parents than
hell.
an Epic.
Like,
I
you're an
100%
idiot.
agree with that. Yeah. All right, moving on. One more story in the level update here. GameStop has reported almost $500 million lost this quarter.
Maybe they should have honored their sales.
Oh my.
Dicks.
IGN writes, GameStop has released its third quarter fiscal report, which ended on November 3rd, showing an overall net income loss of, to be precise, $488.6 million. The report included the recent sale of Spring Mobile on top of that, which was $700 million brought in from them. So it's much bigger loss than this if they didn't sell Spring Mobile. GameStop previously said they would pay off debts, fund share repurchases, reinvest in core video game and collectibles businesses to drive growth, or some combination of these options with the funds that they recuperated from the sale of Spring Mobile. Pre-owned sales were down by 13.4% compared to previous quarters, which is the core of what GameStop's company is rooted in. But despite the company's losses, sales were up for new hardware, specifically with Xbox One and PS4 sales at 12.8% and software sales at 10.9%. Accessories also increased by 32.6%, heavily due to headset and controller sales, which really doesn't have anything to do with GameStop. That's just that we got great consoles and great games coming out. So, Rob Lloyd, Chief Operating Officer and Chief Financial Officer at GameStop, said that they did experience growth overall in the most recent quarter. Quote, we experienced solid growth in the third quarter, including double-digit growth across software, hardware, accessories, and collectibles. I'm not going to read this because, once again, it's not really about them. That's Spider-Man 2. That's Red Dead Redemption. That's PS4 being amazing. That's Xbox being amazing. That's not really them. So if it wasn't for great games releasing, great consoles releasing, man, they'd be in real trouble. Like, holy shit. Like, how much longer do we think GameStop has?
I think in certain areas they have a little bit longer than you're thinking, but I think overall you're not going to see them as prevalent as before. I think they're going to be almost like a niche store in a way.
Like, when do you think they close doors? I'm saying.
When do you think I'd go under?
Yes, close their doors, go under
Completely?
Yes,
Now, digital or
entirely.
as well, or entirely?
GameStop is dead.
Is not like the
It doesn't exist anymore. I should say in its capacity where it's a used game sales type thing. Like, I'm not talking about them completely changing their business model. That doesn't count. I'm talking about what they do now dying.
I don't know. I honestly can't say because I do think they have a very loyal fan base, though. I just think to the extent that they're going with, I don't think it's going to be the same way.
I do think it will be in the next 10 years.
I can see that.
Yeah, I don't think they will be here in 10 years. Digital sales will be way too big by that point for them to survive.
Dark Side Reactions,
way they are
GameStop
now.
already lost their Elite Pro. There's only the regular and the non-paid and the paid now. There's no multiple tiers.
You guys are saying 3 to 4 years.
That's kind of crazy.
That's
a little quick.
Not far away.
It isn't. But I mean, you gotta remember, you guys, this is a Texas-based company. They started out in Texas, so Trump's doing everything he can to make sure that these home-based companies are doing really well. And this is right on. This is part of his plan.
Yeah, her GM's doing real well.
Yeah.
Idiot. Brian's Gaming says, I get tired of being harassed when I walk into a GameStop. Depends on your GameStop.
But by what? Here's the thing. So
by the employees.
Let me go on something real quick.
Yep.
Now, being as I've been in retail for as long as I have, this whole idea of getting harassed kind of annoys me. If you have an issue with this, you have to understand that you are potentially part of the problem. What it comes down to is these companies are doing these things and pushing these things on you, for a reason of they need to make sure they can get every single dollar revenue possible.
Right.
And by pushing the things that they're pushing on you, those are the things that they're making money on.
I think the issue here is most people don't look at GameStop as a salesman store.
But that's the problem. So you got to remember, Brian's Gaming. So I get it's their job of being asked
That's
5
Ghost
questions. What was that?
That's Ghost Games, by the way.
Oh, okay, Daryl. So Daryl. So here, right, exactly. So here's my thing. You go into GameStop, you get asked, hey, do you have the Elite Pro? Do you want to sign up, or the Elite or whatever membership? No, okay, hey, just so you know, you would save this much money. No, I'm good. Are you sure you would have saved this, this, and you'll get this for every year? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, great. Hey, do you want to pre-order anything? No, I think I'm good right now. All right. So, and sometimes they'll go a little bit more. Oh, yeah, you were talking about this. You were like this and that. You not doing this is actually the reason why GameStop is not doing very well. There's been a stronger increase over any other year I've ever worked in retail than this past one. And I don't work at GameStop. I work at other stores, but I've seen it from being in GameStops and being in these stores that people are so angry with you doing your job. Suck it up. Deal with it. You know what you say?
I don't think that's the answer either, because I think if that's not working for them and they can't make it work, because if that's their answer, right? They're like, we gotta push sales more harder. We gotta get these salesmen out there and pushing this, this deal that we have or that. If that's not working, then maybe just GameStop is not meant to work.
That's the problem with that.
That's all I'm saying.
They haven't changed their philosophy behind it at all. So I still have friends that work at GameStop, and we talk about it all the time. And actually, the other, what did I go buy? I think it was Assassin's Creed, something I got at midnight the one time my buddy was working it, and there was a couple people in line that were just giving him a hard time, and the one kid in particular, and he was newer, you could tell he was newer, especially by the way he was asking, and he wasn't even saying anything. Hey, listen, if you sign up for it, you get so many points, you probably get something good. No, man, I'm good, I'm fine. He's like, all right, and do you have any trade-ins or anything like that? I just told you I'm good. All right, I'm sorry. Listen, bud.
All right.
Calm your shit. All right, you're not special. You're not cool. Just because you can harass a little kid working behind the counter. Kids maybe like 18, 19 years old max. Like, don't be an asshole. You don't want to deal with them? Fine. Johnny just said, I BS with my GameStop guys. Exactly. If you BS with them, guess what? They're not going to harass you. They're just going to ask you. And when you say no, they're going to be like, yeah, I get it.
And every GameStop's different. Like, if I go to the one by
Absolutely.
me, I don't get harassed at all personally. It depends on which one you go to. And maybe their upper management is much more forceful there.
It's like, you gotta remember, there are metrics. There are metrics. If you have an associate, never knock stuff over. That was insane. With the guy that did that. Did you see that?
Yeah, for Fallout.
Yeah, for Fallout. It's at the end of the day, it comes down to, I understand you want to go in, get something, and leave. But at the same time, you're probably going in, getting something that they're not going to make very much money off of, and you're not doing the other things that they can base their business off of. You getting annoyed because they're asking you to reserve games. Do you know why people really are pushing game reserves? And I actually will gladly reserve a game. It's not for anything else other than I want them to know at that store that I'm going to come and give them business. Right. Realistically, that's what I'm doing. I do that to my buddy's GameStop. When they're asking about the Power Up Pro card, sometimes I'll get it if it makes sense when I'm selling a game back to them. But most of the time, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Don't worry about it, bud. And if you say it like that, calmly and nicely, I'm good, man.
That's the thing, is if you say it the right way, but we don't know what Daryl's dealt with here. Harassed might be the right word for him. I don't know. Maybe the place he's going to, they're really just overly forceful and pushy. And that's a problem. And that's what I'm saying. If GameStop is doing so poorly that upper management is pushing their employees to get to that level, that forceful, that pushy, to the point where a Daryl does feel harassed, then it means that the business model is just maybe not working anymore, and GameStop cool is dying.
Trend to jump on, and I see it in a lot of places like Resetera and everything like that. Like,
no, I get what you're saying.
Like, no, come on. Like, I can go on of why. But it's a whole retail conversation, and people just really don't understand how it works in that aspect. I will tell you this. The issues that you people have and saying, I'm not going to go, I'm not going to shop here because I do this and do this and do this, you are exactly the reason why stores are closing down. And I'm like, Sears is one of them. People having issues with the way they did this and did that and that. There are many things that they did in themselves that kind of kicked themselves in. But overall, it was because people's reluctancy to go to the store and shop in the way that they used to years ago. And if that's the way you want to do it, fine. But do not be surprised when there's no brick and mortar store in a 30-minute plus radius to you that you can actually go and shop at. I don't want to hear any of you, the people that do this, I don't want to see any single one of you complain that it's too hard for you to go and find a game or find this or find that. Sucks, bud. You were the one that brought it on yourself.
Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck.
We got 67 people in the room. Can we hit that big 70, guys? Keep sharing that show. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, share clips. Do whatever you have to do. Let's get some more people in the room tonight. We are giving away a $25 PSN card. It's active right now. All you got to do is type in !raffle in the chat and you will be in. Sorry, !PSN card. !PSN card in the chat. It is a USA only PSN card, so keep that in mind. And you will be entered in if you type that into the chat. We currently have a good 18, something like that, entered, and we still have a good amount of time left too, like a good 20 minutes left in the raffle. So get that in, guys. Exclamation point PSN card. Doom Turkey just got in. There you go, man. All right, we are going to move on to some more wheel spins. Exclamation point wheel spin. No, don't do that because it actually does spin the wheel. Dirty Habanero gifted us up and missed that. Freak OTRT, thank you for doing that. Giving it to our streamer of the month. But before that, there was a few other things. John 007, that's what it was. Let's give a spin to John 007 for coming in with the resub. 10 XP to the spinner. Way to go, John. Points at John 007 10. Cool. After that, we got Freak did 100 biddies. Thank you so much for that. And then Freak got the sub gift, and we're going to give Freak a spin for that. 10 XP to Freak. Points at Freak OTRT 10. We're at 263 sub points.
That's good.
We are climbing, man. The highest we've ever been. We got to get to 300. They did get rid. I was going to make it a merch store flash sale, but Streamlabs already got rid of it. I guess it wasn't working for them, so we can't do flash sales anymore.
Really?
Yeah, they quickly got rid of that feature. So, so I don't have anything in mind yet for 275. Maybe I'll come up with something, but I did raise it back up to 300 because 300 sub points would mean the emotes right there in the bottom right hand corner becomes
very
active.
versatile.
Yes, it is. I didn't realize it was going to be so versatile.
What's really funny, so funniest thing about that to me is that there are times, I mean, you have paid people to make your emotes. There have been times where you've poured time into making sure everything shows up right. Someone says, I want this face as an emote. You come back literally.
It was Daryl. I want to point out. Daryl was the one who said that.
So Daryl says, I want this face as an emote. You literally come back in under 2 minutes, said, here it is.
Yeah.
Done.
It's very easy.
The quickest emote creation I've seen you do, and it seems to be our most popular.
It's definitely become very popular, courtesy of Miss Mel. Miss Mel has definitely been pushing.
It's universal.
It is. It can be used in many capacities. I do like that about it, and that's why I asked you guys, like, would you like this to be the next emote? And it was overwhelming yes. So that will be our next emote. All right. Moving on. Let's do our trailer of the week, guys. Do you even know what this is?
No.
Okay. I don't either. But it's getting a good amount of views and some buzz, and it's from Disney, so I thought we would check it out and see what it's all about. All right.
Is it like a pun? It's getting buzz. Like, is it a B movie 2 sequel?
I don't. Maybe. I have no idea.
Can you imagine if they made a B movie 2?
I can.
Just a desert.
It's just more forceful in the bestiality between bees and,
Dude,
and
such
humans.
A weird
There's
movie.
some weird stuff going on in that film, man. All right, let's head to reaction screen here and zoom it in. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
It's actually what that emote's taken from, John, when Drew watched porn.
If you guys want to know what it was from when I punched my horse in Red Dead Redemption 2. I went like that, and that's the emote. And that's why it's called because I was like,
have a good night, bud.
Who left?
Guitar Freak.
Guitar Freak. Good night to you, sir, and welcome to anybody new coming in. Appreciate everybody joining the
Disney
show
owns
tonight.
everything for our center. They are the Nintendo of movies.
That doesn't seem accurate to me.
Yeah,
all right, let's introduce this as a segment because we'll probably archive this.
Oh, are we?
I think so.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay.
That's what she said. It's not. All right. Welcome, level uppers, to a live reaction time. We're going to check out this new trailer for Artemis Fowl, a movie that I had no idea was in the making, and a book series I have never known about.
Is it about a chicken?
I have no idea, man. That's why I wanted to watch this with you, because a lot of people are talking about it. It's got some buzz. It's getting a lot of views on YouTube. All I know is a little kid's involved. I don't know. That's all.
The little kid a chicken?
I saw him on the poster. Look, I think on the poster, it looked like a kid with glasses on. So it seems like maybe it's a kid's movie, but I honestly have no idea.
Well, it's Disney.
It is Disney.
Pretty 50-50 right there.
But we are going to check out this trailer for Artemis Fowl. Ginkgo in the chat says, "Oh shoot, Artemis Fowl." So somebody knows what it is. All right, let's check it out. It is a popular book series.
So is Twilight.
That's true.
Okay, so it's not a cartoon.
Our world has never been in more danger. Human greed is what drove us underground all those years ago.
Oh, this is a sequel to Jumper.
To escape from your rapacious appetite.
Remember that movie Jumper?
Yeah, I do.
We jumped around all over the world.
I warn you, boy.
I was right, there's a boy.
Congrats.
You are not prepared for the truth.
Is that
behind what you seek?
It's Transformers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's about the mole people.
Got some Matrix vibes there a little bit myself.
Now you will believe. Artemis Fowl.
Fairy, I guess? Got the ears. Baller's pretty badass looking.
It's
Oh, okay.
oh, it's the sequel to the first Kid.
Yeah, right. Alright. I feel like I'm gonna have to look up what this is,
I
because
have
that did not
no
give me
idea what's
enough.
going on.
That's definitely a teaser. Okay. That's all we got.
I was waiting for something, not the release date.
No, it's definitely a
but I was
teaser.
waiting for something at the end.
It's definitely a teaser. Okay. It does have a little boy mic. I was right. I'm getting...
You're obsessed with little boys.
I don't know. It's visually, I thought it was pretty cool, especially in the transition to, I don't know where that like ship was flying through. Like, you've got some real world stuff.
And then the crab people stuff.
And then some, yeah, like maybe it's all merged into one thing. Though I feel like maybe we shouldn't even talk about this. Somebody's gonna trash the shit out of us for not knowing what this is.
Fake fans.
But yeah, well, no, not fans at all, honestly. But maybe we'll become fans.
Yeah, that voice is gonna annoy me.
What do you think of
kinda right
the
there with
boy?
the-
Like, who is he?
I don't know. He had
It's
a
like
lot of speaking lines, so I have a lot to base this off.
I
of, Andrew.
think I read that he's a genius.
Okay.
So he's a genius.
Like speak softly and carry a big stick type genius, or
I don't know. Maybe like he's wearing like a.
He literally said nothing.
I'm getting like some James Bondy vibes from him, like a little James Bond.
Is 5, and he said nothing.
He did not look 5. I would say he was like a teenager, like 13.
Where do you
14.
get James Bond from that? He had a butler.
He was spiffy looking. I don't know. He was kind of chicken not stirred to me.
If
looking.
anything, go with Kingsman.
Kingsman. Okay, I could agree with that. Yeah, I can see it.
And also, no.
Here's the thing. I get the vibe that even though he's super young, he's a genius.
28.
And he's like skilled. Like look at him looking there. Look at the swag.
That's more Men in Black than anything else.
That's true as well. I'll give that
What
to
are you talking about?
I said swag. So I think he's got the confidence. Maybe he's like a heist kid. Maybe he's like this like Ocean's 11.
And what about his bodyguard?
The bodyguard's in on it.
It's like Sinbad and Storm had a baby and became the bodyguard.
More Damian Wayne than Bruce Wayne.
Is it the same kid that played Damian Wayne?
No, it isn't. But
it looks
more
just the same.
Damian Wayne vibes than Bruce Wayne vibes. Okay. Somebody tell me what the hell this is. I've heard this series, pretty fantastic visuals. Yes, I like the visuals, but I will be honest, I got like a Disney Channel original movie vibe a little bit during
I got like the Illumination like secondhand
right,
you know what I mean?
Right. Like it's not like they're
right
upper tier.
echelon,
yeah. Like I agree with that, but at the same time, it's a teaser trailer. It's hard to gather off of it. Something like that. I'm not seeing anybody telling
but
me
enough
anything
for you to
about
gather
this.
that he's James Bond.
He is. He's a little James Bond.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Dark Side Reaction says directed by Kenneth Branagh. Okay. And based on the beloved book by Owen Colfer, Artemis Fowl follows a 12-year-old, I'm sorry, I was a little off there, genius Artemis Fowl, a descendant of a long line of criminal masterminds. I was not far off here. As he finds himself in a battle of strength and cunning against a powerful hidden race of fairies who may be behind his father's something. I got some things right.
His father's porn addiction.
His father's porn addiction. He finished it. I got some things right there. I knew it was a fairy. I knew he was a genius. And I kind of said heistman thing. So that's kind of like criminal mastermind. So I got some vibes. I was able to sense what they were going for.
Andrew does know his little boys.
I know my little boys. What can I say? It's a skill. You know?
So where in that is James Bond?
I don't know. It came out of me at some point. What? Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, somebody tell us more about this in the comments below. And let us know, especially if you knew what this was, you've read the books, like how does it look? Does it look faithful to the books? Does it seem like it could be a good Disney movie? And let us know what you thought of our reaction as well. I know we didn't know much about this, but it looks interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on it, you know. I know that when it was posted on our Discord, Far Center said, like, where are like the animated movies from Disney nowadays? But they just haven't done that in a long time. They're live action.
They
This
do
is
everything.
what they do.
They do everything.
They do a little bit of everything. I'm cool with it though. Visually, I thought it looked pretty cool.
I think, yeah, I mean, it has my attention.
Yeah, it has my attention. Exactly. So I'll keep an eye on this one. If you guys like the reaction, make sure to hit that like button. If you dislike it, be sure to hit that dislike button. But most importantly, hit that subscribe button here at youtube.com/the Level Up Network. Turn on the bell. Make sure you get those notifications whenever we upload new videos. We do reactions pretty often, and we do them live on Twitch. That's what we're doing right now. Got the chat right there. talking with us. So go to twitch.tv/thelevelupshow, hit that follow button, turn on notifications. Make sure you get those alerts whenever we go live, and we hope to see you next time. Until then, take care. And as always, don't forget to level up. This is the same movie trailer that was shared on Discord. Yeah, it is. It was shared on Discord. That's where I saw it. I didn't watch it, but that's where I saw it originally. I've been told I'd like the books. That's the only way I've heard. Cool. You guys going to get your PlayStation Classic? No, I don't think I'm going to get it myself.
I thought it was so entertaining, though, that you and I think Rick or somebody else were like really gung-ho about it when the PlayStation Classic was announced. And you're like, yeah, I'm getting this. You even said at one point that you were definitely getting it.
I said that it depended on what they were going to announce. At that point, we had 5 games.
Right, and you were very optimistic in the way you said it. And
I thought it would have a little bit more of the games I was expecting.
It's so disappointing.
It's fine for like the first iteration, but it's definitely missing some things that I was hoping would be there. Without a doubt. Yeah. I was hoping for Chrono Cross to be on there, and maybe like Vagrant Story.
We already talked about
I'm an RPG guys. It does have some RPGs though.
It does, but it's very overall. I think it's very underwhelming.
It doesn't have enough games, in my opinion. I wish it had about 5 to 10 more.
It is honestly, in my opinion, worth no more than $50.
Oh, I don't think that's true, but
you think that the current state of it is worth more than?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, considering that these games are much larger in file size. It results in hardware within the little console that is more intensive than what you would have on the classic NES and SNES. It has a bigger hard drive to hold these games. Yeah, just by that nature alone, it's going to be more expensive than an NES Classic and an SNES Classic. There is actual power in this thing. There is 1 gigabyte of RAM in it. They actually have a graphics chip in there. Like it's not just like a box with nothing inside of it.
A Raspberry Pi, which is just as powerful, if not actually in many ways more powerful than this, because the Raspberry Pi 3, actually more powerful than this thing is, with enclosure and everything like that, maybe about $30.
Okay, but it doesn't have 20 PlayStation games on it. That's a factor. You got 20 PlayStation games, all of which, if you add that up, I mean, each of those games is now worth like what, $3? No, I'm saying like within the bundle. It's like $3, $60 each for each of those, and then add on $30 for Raspberry Pi or whatever you want to call it. Final Fantasy VII alone. If you want to get Final Fantasy VII, you're spending $15 for it. I mean, Metal Gear Solid, PlayStation Classic. If you want to buy PlayStation Classic Metal Gear Solid, you're going to spend $10. So add up those games alone, and yeah, the price is going up little by little. Thank you for the follow. Another one that just came in. We missed one earlier. It was The Jobs. Is that what this says, Mike, up there? Can you read that?
The Joba.
The Joba, thank you for the follow. And another one just about to come in. That person was Razorblade. Let me pause this real quick before we get into it. Oh, never mind. Rapid Fire News Roundup!
Not yet. We gotta do marbles first.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Marbles. A lot of marbles. Let's save this for later. We got to give this a nice...
Marbles.
We do have to do marbles, guys. We're going to be doing 2, count them 2, giveaways here. We're going to be the first and second place of marbles will be getting Realm Royale beta courtesy of Johnny Poolside. Always so freaking entertaining.
Jameis, how much did you pay for your pie?
Was it apple? Good apple pie. All right. Let's get Marble set up and ready to go. My balls.
That's what's said right now.
He always thinks he's going to be able to type out the whole thing.
I don't get why.
And he just never has. Get over it, Derek. Too slow.
This is the music.
Too bad, so sad.
That I look forward to.
We're out of date.
You had to actually close the entire launcher and then relaunch it.
All right, so you got to do PvP, it said?
No. You just
PvP launcher.
Yeah. This
is what we need to go to. It needs an update, guys. It's going to update on its own. It's initializing.
Oh.
While this is happening, let's give away the PSN card.
I said I paid about $30 for my Pi 3. He goes, that's not how much I paid. I said how much. He goes, $35.
Oh, okay. It's $5.
I mean, yeah,
that
still,
is
though.
$5.
Still though, dude.
5 big ones.
Come on.
Like,
you could have said that's about what I paid, maybe a little more. That's a pretty much right on
guys,
the money.
We had a good 30 people get in on the PSN card. I'll give you another 30 seconds, guys. Just type in !PSN card if you want to get in on the USA only $25 PSN card that we're about to give away. Type in !PSN card in the chat right now. Make sure you're in on this raffle giveaway. We'll give you guys another 15 seconds now that we have the delay. Hey, here we go. We got one. Jameis, welcome to the raffle. Anybody else? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I think everybody's in. We're going to close it. And the winner of the $25 PSN card is Thunderous Quiet. Whisper me, Thunderous Quiet, please.
Pretty impressive.
I'll wait. I'll make sure I'm a friend with you. There you go. Let me make sure we're friends.
Yes.
Thunderous Quiet. We are friends. So whisper me, Thunderous Quiet. Let me know that you won, just so it makes it easy for me to respond back to your whisper with the card. All right. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Ask Andrew, what is a pie? No. Hold up. Speak louder if you're going to go this route.
Something you stuff your fingers into? I don't know.
Oh my god. Pre-order canceled at the right time.
So Raspberry Pi is like a very, very basic computer, right? It's like as basic as it gets, just enough to be able to run like an emulator or whatever, right?
GG. Yeah, I mean, no, it can run some decent stuff off of it, depending on which version you get. But it's extremely universal. It's blank. It's bare bones. It has nothing loaded onto it. Or very little loaded onto it. The most common OS for it is called Raspbian, but it's based off of Linux.
I think we might not be able to do marbles tonight. For some reason, it's not initializing the install. Unless it did it and I didn't realize it. Let's try. Do I really need to update? Like, can I just play without updating?
No, because Season 7, dude.
Game client is out of date. Please close and restart the BP game launcher to get the latest version.
Did you close the actual launcher itself, though?
Everything's closed. We closed it down. We're now.
No, you closed out of the game. Did you close out of the launcher?
I've never had the launcher open. This is the launcher I'm about to open up. Yeah, I don't have the launcher open. There's no launcher open.
All right.
Let's try.
I thought you had to have the
PBP launcher. It says initializing. It's just not actually initializing. All right, so we're gonna have to wait. We'll let this run in the background. Hopefully by the end of the stream. Does that installing? No.
No, just say initialize and leave it minimum.
We're just going to let that run for a while. Hopefully, by the end of the stream, we can do it. We still have a little bit left.
Tracks.
Hey! Brian's Gaming TV. Welcome to the Plus One Posse. Hitman RX now at 227. Man,
That's
holy
awesome.
shit. Let's go to commercial break. When we come back, we'll do rapid fire. We'll do topic of the week, which is Game Awards predictions. And hopefully by the end of all that, marbles will be ready to go. Hold on tight. Rose City Matt will be back in approximately 60 seconds. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 243. There's a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you enjoy the stream at any point, please hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/levelupshow. Turn on notifications. Make sure you get those alerts whenever we go live. I'm on every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday with a variety game stream. Mike's on every Tuesday, and we come together here every Sunday. 5 years now. Literally 5 years now. December 1st was our first episode.
That's insane, dude.
5 years now we've been doing this, so definitely hit that heart button and make sure you come by on all of our shows. I'm going full-time next year.
It's crazy.
Our full reaction is on our YouTube. If you want to check it out, youtube.com/the-level-up-network. The full-time announcements got all the details of what I'll be doing, what the schedule's going to be. And there's also the levelupnetwork.com/schedule where you can see a visual representation of what next year's schedule is going to be.
I'm really looking forward to forcing you to play games you don't normally play.
Well, we have game suggestions for that reason, Mike. Yeah, get in there. You haven't.
Well, I'm at Tuesdays.
You have not. Oh, that's true. You do have a little bit more control.
That's what I'm saying. I'm Tuesdays. I'm really looking forward to subjecting you to games that you don't normally play.
We're doing golf with friends one night.
Dude. I'm 100%.
Yeah,
down
we're
with
doing that one night.
I would love to do Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes with other streamers.
That'd be cool. I'd be down for that as well.
Like if we could get like Bobo Chat or something like that on. Some people from the stew.
Yep, definitely. Definitely. The stew is very supportive. They would be down for that, without a doubt.
Get, like,
play
involved.
Cattails. Don't know what that is. Probably related to porn, I would bet.
It's similar to DuckTales, but it's with cats.
Excited to be a part of the Level Up Show since the beginning. Henry, you are
it's
an
awesome,
amazing person. Absolutely amazing. We got 266 sub points now. We're climbing, guys. Climbing. Thanks so much.
Get in there.
So we had a couple things happen during commercial break if you missed it. A gift to Brian's Gaming. Anonymous also to Gravy Biscuits, and Anonymous also to LOL Brohaha, and King Kurt with 100 biddies. You guys are amazing. Let's switch over to High Points Wheel. We're going to do a few. I know we have at least 2 of them done. So we have Sub done, we have Cheer done, and we're close with Follow? What does that say? Can you read that?
What?
What's our follow goal at right now?
Follow goal is only at 3.
Oh, it's only a 3. Never mind. I thought I said 8 maybe.
Sub
All
goal
right, so
is 13 out of
we got
5.
2 to do. We have to do sub and we have to do cheer. Keep those follows coming, guys, and we might be able to spin for high points wheel for follows. This one is for sub.
Oh, did we get the whispers for the
Yes.
the spins from earlier?
We did. We can do all that right now. 20 to the entire room. We're going to spin again. Oh, 60.
Nice.
80 to the entire room.
You know what I really wanted to play that I never got around to? Cat Quest.
Never heard of that.
No.
I don't think
You
so.
would kind of be interested in it, I think.
You think so?
Yeah. It's
Let
like
me see.
it's Zelda with a cat.
Thunder's quiet. I will send the code to you on Twitch. I will whisper it back to you based on what you just said. All right, so we got 2 to do. So Guitar Freak's favorite category is favorite Drew Barrymore movie. Son of a bitch. He laughed. Damn, I forgot. Guitar Freak laughed. Damn. And the other one is a charades for Metal Gear Nemesis. It's a video game character that is going to be very difficult for me to do. What are you trying to look at?
I'm just trying to look at who it was. How are you gonna do that? I don't even know what that is.
I know who it is, but like I don't know how to do that specific person. All right, I mean, it is what it is. We'll give the points to Metal Gear Nemesis if we fail. But first, my favorite Drew Barrymore movie, and this is not because of Drew Barrymore.
I think I know what it is.
This is in spite of Drew Barrymore. This is tough. She's in some good movies. The first one that immediately comes to my mind is actually The Wedding Singer.
That's what I thought you were gonna pick.
Yeah, that's the first one that comes to my mind. Has she been in like any good dramatic movies? Like, I can't think of any like dramatic movie she's even been in, honestly.
Was there any that she dies in?
Firestarter is okay.
I actually like. For me, it's either Wedding Singer or Never Been Kissed.
You like Never Been Kissed?
I do.
I think it's a fine movie. I don't hate it. That's what I would say as well. It's definitely not my favorite, and that's her in a starring role. So
right.
Come on now. Is there any other Scream? That is true.
E.T.
He does that. That does count. Drew Barrymore is in Scream.
She is.
That's an amazing movie. That's a really great movie. Okay, if we're going like a movie that she's like actually a big part of, it probably would be Wedding Singer.
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about a movie that she's just like a cameo, it could be like Wayne's World.
50 First Dates is a pretty good one.
It's not as good as Wedding Singer in my opinion.
I think it's actually on par.
I would disagree myself. Scream is the best movie she's been in, probably. Off the top of my head, I can't think of another movie that she's just been a part of that's better. Blended's a pretty bad movie, in my opinion.
Which one's Blended?
That's the third of the Adam Sandler movies she was a part of. Okay. Ooh, she was in Donnie Darko. This is true as well. I think Scream is better than Donnie Darko.
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
I think Donnie Darko is so overrated.
I agree that it's overrated. I still think it's a good movie. Was she and Freddy Got Fingered?
I don't think so.
I don't really care.
I don't think that was her.
Oh, this is a good point. I can believe her. God, she's an E.T. You said that too.
I said that, yeah.
Yeah. Whew, man. Yeah, I mean, E.T.'s a phenomenal movie. It's two very different movies. Scream, I really like Scream. I got to be honest with you. I think Scream is a great movie. That's an iconic horror movie in my opinion.
Absolutely.
E.T. is up there though. It's E.T. or Scream for me, without a doubt. And if you're talking about a movie that she's like a big part of, it would be Wedding Singer. That would be my answer to that.
Yeah, I think Wedding Singer overall takes it.
Collateral Damage VR would be awesome.
Cat Lateral Damage, I have it.
Oh, Cat Lateral.
I had to give it to you.
I was like, wait, did the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie
I
Collateral
it,
Damage get a VR release?
Wait, have you not seen it?
I have not.
Can I show you it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, it's a VR game where you are a cat, and the entire point of the game is for you to be a cat and knock stuff off of shelves and tables.
That's a good
and the
point.
more you do, the more points you get.
Amazing.
Danny was obsessed.
Here's the thing. Jose Munster makes an amazing point. She dies in Scream. Scream wins, guys.
That is fair.
This is fair.
That is very fair.
We already talked about Fallout 76, yeah. The train wreck that I'm honestly so enjoying watching.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. It's so funny.
I actually was really mad that I missed out on being able to buy it, though. I was going to buy it when I thought it was still $30 because I have a $10 PSN credit. So I was like, you know what? $20 for this game. If it gets better, great. If it doesn't, I bought worse $60 games. Greg Miller actually talked it up a decent amount to where he's actually enjoying it. Like,
Okay.
continuously enjoying it. As recent as last week. he's enjoying it. He goes in, he's been playing for like hours at a time, and just enjoying the world.
Interesting.
So I wonder if you go in with your expectations.
Which is funny because he didn't like Red Dead Redemption 2, so
right.
I would love to hear if he would like it more than Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, he loves it. He likes
it more?
He thinks that Red Dead Redemption 2 is definitely a better game. Did you listen to why he didn't like Red Dead, though?
Yeah, I know why he doesn't. I get
so
it.
There's a reason.
It's the same reason a lot of people don't like Red Dead.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people in that boat, for sure. Fever Pitch is okay. That's the one with Jimmy Fallon. Okay movie, not great. All right, moving on. We spoiled this earlier, but we're gonna redo it. We're gonna do it live. Guys, we still have those small stories. There's actually only 3 of them this week. Small stories. In a little segment we do every week called Rapid Fire News Roundup.
I wanted to join.
First up, Console Wars was supposed to be a movie. Remember Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg were working on it. Now no longer a movie, but we're still getting it, which is great news. It's going to be focused on the rivalry between Sega and Nintendo, specifically Genesis and Super Nintendo, which was really an amazing period in gaming, that rivalry. It's still going to be called Console Wars, but it's now going to be a TV series adaptation. What's really cool about it, Jordan Vogt Robert is directing the pilot. And of course, he's the one that's behind the Metal Gear Solid movie, the one that really wants to do the Metal Gear Solid movie, the one that wants to do a Metroid movie. He's already really passionate about video games, and he's actually a pretty good director too. So cool that he's involved with it. Goldberg and Seth Rogen are still producing it. They're still involved as well. So I would definitely watch this. I'm curious to see what this is all about. Moving on from that, Borderlands 2
that was
VR.
Really weird. The girl that was staring at him was minimum 10 plus years older than him.
That is creepy.
That was kind of weird.
90s were a creepy time, man.
Yeah.
Borderlands 2 VR coming very soon. If not already, I think it's very soon. It is actually timed exclusive to PlayStation VR for 5 whole months. So a lot of people bummed about this. Real bummed about this. But here's the thing. PSVR, great. I'm loving it, but it is the weakest of all the VRs. So they've got to do something. They got to attract people to their peripheral when something's coming multi-platform. This is their way of doing it.
This would make me sick. Like I'm
playing
this,
you mean?
Like and knowing how the game moves and knowing like it would make me sick.
Do you think it would be neat to be in that world in VR?
No,
not really. No,
I just think about how nauseous it's making me already.
Oh wow. Oh my. Moving on from that, we got our December PlayStation Plus games, and we also have our December games with gold games. Let's start with PS Plus. We've got Soma, which I heard is a really great horror game, one that I'm looking to play. Onrush, which I also heard is pretty solid, sold really poorly. So not surprised it's on PS Plus. You also have Stearden. I don't know if I'm saying that right. That's for PS3. Stearden. Oh. Steins Gate for PS3. Iconoclast, which I heard great things about on PS Vita, cross-buy with PS4. And one I wish was cross-buy with PS4, but it's not. Papers, Please. I've heard really good things about Papers, Please. So, unfortunate. And then you've got games with gold. You've got Cube 2 for Xbox One, Never Alone for Xbox One, Dragon Age 2 for 360, and Mercenaries Playground of Destruction for 360. Mike,
are the
what's
PS
the
Plus games tomorrow or this Tuesday? Or
I would think it's this Tuesday. I would think it's coming up very soon.
Maybe I'll do a little bit of Onrush.
I think that'd be pretty cool, man. An arcade racer for me.
I don't know if I would play it all the time, but I think I would play it for a little bit.
Yeah, maybe split the stream.
Yeah, I'll do like maybe the first hour, do Onrush.
It looks like a fun game.
Or something else.
What do you guys think is better, PlayStation or Xbox this month? I think PlayStation's got this
I think PlayStation. I don't think it's even come close lately.
Soma and Onrush are both pretty cool looking games. And on top of that, Never Alone we already had on PlayStation Plus.
Right.
Cube I don't really know much about. Dragon Age 2 I heard is pretty good. And Mercenaries I can't tell you anything about either on that one.
Oh, Mercenaries is great.
Oh yeah?
But it's an older game, yeah. Oh yeah, Mercenaries is really fun.
Yeah, 360. Was that one of the original
Johnny, yes.
Xbox games, actually?
No.
No, okay. I thought I heard that there was an original Xbox game in this Games with Gold. But could be wrong. You guys are voting, mostly saying PS Plus is the better one this month. Derek, always needing to give Xbox a little bit of support.
Boo.
Boo. Boo, you whore.
Boo. Boo.
Moving on.
Boo,
Mike,
nope.
We do a we have a community focused segment we do every week. Kind of utilizes our Discord. It allows them to answer or pose a question to us. I'm giving you a little bit of time here. What's it called, Mike?
Go, Bill.
He actually looked it up this week, guys. Way to go, Mike.
I don't know if that's not Jay say it or not.
Copial sounds like a venereal disease. On the spot!
Right? That's how you say it.
Yeah, I would say that's right. Guys, get on our Discord, discord.gg/the Level Up Network. And you can pose a hard question for us to answer on our hashtag on the spot channel, like this person did. Do the Level Up Show. What are your guys' least favorite gaming trends from the PS3 and 360 that carried over into the PS4 and Xbox One? This came from Farsunder.
Wow. It's a good question, but I don't know of any.
Here's the thing, the first thing that came to mind, but I'm not sure it really was a PS3 360 thing. It's QuickTime events, but God of War on PS2 still had QuickTime events. I feel like it was used in a bad way during that generation, myself.
I think it was overused in certain ways. But I think QuickTime events in general are not a bad design choice. I think it works with certain things.
I got to agree somewhat with Jameis here. I don't have a problem with FPS games. Don't get me wrong here. But the huge focus on FPS games kind of started during the PS3 360 generation because of the competitive nature, having online and whatnot. And I wish it wasn't so heavily focused on. I wish it wasn't like the premier genre of the gaming industry.
I would say FPS was pretty big in PS2 era too. In Xbox and PS2.
I would also say during the PS3 360 generation, but something that has been rectified somewhat is the lack of JRPGs. Really happened during the PS3 360 generation because the 360 was doing so well, which was a non-Japanese console. Fortunately, that has been somewhat corrected this generation.
Farsighted says a good one I didn't think about. The heavy use of this gray color and like the post-apocalyptic trend that we seem to be like heavily leaning into forever, it seems like, and it's really annoying the heck out of me.
Zombies
is a big one.
Way too many zombie games. Started in the PS3 360 generation, I feel like.
Left 4 Dead was the pinnacle, and I don't think it's gone.
It just
Dying Light is actually a good one that I think can still continue on.
It just needs to go on hold a little bit. The obsession with bigger maps equals better. 100% agree with that. It could be the case. Bigger sometimes is better, but it definitely does not equal better. And I hate where that's like an advertising thing. Because for me, when you tell me the world map is enormous, my first reaction is fear. Yes.
I knew it because I'm the same way now. It wasn't. It took me a little longer to get there, but same way. I'm like honestly, that's the only reason I haven't gotten to Red Dead, and I probably won't for a while because I'm too afraid to start it because I don't want my lack of ability to give it the attention that it needs to be the reason I don't like the game.
I get it, man.
You need to sit down with that game for like.
It's the same with length of games. I'm not as worried about it now because next year I'll have much more time to play games. But anytime like an RPG was like, this one's 120 hours. When I was like 13, that would have been like, yes. And now I'm like, no, that means I'm not getting anywhere in this game. Like literally, I will quit it 30 hours in. No way am I finishing this thing. Persona 5. Perfect example. Although I will get that game done next year.
I think I'm just honestly too tired right now to think of the things. I know there's guaranteed to be things I don't like either. Yeah. I just can't remember.
We'll have to continue thinking about this. It's a good question, though.
Should look that in advance.
That's why it's on the spot, though, Mike. Because it puts us on the spot.
It's really hard to do at 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I get you. There. All right. Thank you so much, Farsender, for posing that question to us this week. Yeah. And you guys can do the same. We're really lacking in on-the-spot questions recently. We're lacking on people answering our question of the week, and we're lacking in people posing questions to us. So get on our Discord, discord.gg, /the Level Up Network. Get on the hashtag on the spot channel. Get on the hashtag question of the week channel. Answer the questions. Post questions to us. It doesn't even have to be gaming focused. It can be really anything as long as it's appropriate. This is like a segment for you guys to get to know us in a large way. That's what Favorites is all about too. It's about you guys getting to know us. We've been doing this for 5 years, and I still feel like there's a lot you guys do not know about us. So that's why to take advantage of that. Either way, get on our Discord. Amazing community there. The same welcoming, positive, supportive community that's here right now live, continuing even when we're not live on Discord. So get on Discord at discord.gg /the Level Up Network. We are now going to do charades. Let's get that done. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. This one was from, who was this? Who gave this? Metal Gear Nemesis. You're killing me. All right. How am I going to do this? I have no idea. Do the free cam, Mike. I'll switch it over for you.
Yeah, I have no idea how you're going to do this either.
No idea. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Took a while. All right. You guys will have 1 minute and 30 seconds to guess this video game character courtesy of Metal Gear Nemesis. All right. Good luck.
Dre Habanero, games have charged for online services for a while. This is a character, by the way.
Like, how do I go? Where do I go from there?
I told you, bud. I would have requested that he do a different one. No one said anything close yet. Just keep going. I'll tell you when.
I'm trying to think.
So far, only one person has gotten close. You have to name a game character, guys. One word. 2 words. 1.
There's no way. Nobody's gonna guess it. It's a side character. It's not
Right, like that's why I don't understand why you even agree.
I don't know enough about the game to remember like something.
Fake fan.
I think I remember him having a beard. I think he's kind of scruffy looking.
He was supposed to be Billy Baxter.
Billy Joel. No. Metal Gear Nemesis gets the points. It's Barry Burton. What's like it just like in? Hey, Hitman, kind of that with the delay, he definitely guessed it.
Yeah.
But I started verbally giving hints, so it
Right.
doesn't count. But good job, Hitman. You were definitely the only one that got it. But we're still going to give the points to Metal Gear Nemesis. He gets the 20 points. $20 points to Metal Gear Nemesis, and I don't think we got the other favorites. I asked somebody else for favorites, but we didn't get it.
I think that was from Baz or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we only have the one favorites for favorite Drew Barrymore movie, which actually turned out to be a good question. Zeely, thank you for the follow. I think I missed that. Thank you, Zeely, for the follow tonight. Appreciate it. Keep those follows coming, guys. Hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/levelupshow. Turn on notifications. Make sure you get those alerts whenever we go live. Are we missing anything? I don't think so. I think we're good to go. Let's go with wheel spins. We're good. No, what? Sorry?
Marbles, see if it works.
Oh, marbles. Let's see if marbles is caught up.
Nope.
Initializing. The sons of bitches, marbles. There's some, what's like, why?
5 points? You already did it.
Like, why? Load marbles.
Close out of it. Go into your programs, into
Like,
what's running.
yeah.
Wow, you really
Sort
don't
by
need to do
name.
that.
All right, marbles.
Nope. PvP.
We'll search marbles first. Okay, so nothing under marbles, and nothing under. Oh, what does that say? Does it say PvP?
No, it's pub monitor.
Damn. Yeah, there's nothing.
Interesting.
I don't think we're getting marbles tonight, guys. This sucks. This seriously sucks. Damn you! Damn you all to hell! I want my marbles! Which are you guys more excited about, the Game Awards or Kind of Funny Showcase? We'll get to that in a moment because that is our topic of the week. Just hold on tight. I'm going to load it up one more time here. PvP Launcher. Initializing. I don't know what else I can do. Besides uninstall the PvP Launcher.
Restart the computer.
And reinstall the PvP Launcher.
No, just restart the computer.
Yeah, not happening. All right, we're going to get this, man. Add remove programs. We're removing the PvP Launcher and we're reinstalling the freaking thing.
Wow, this is what we're doing right
This is what we're doing right now. Do a live. Guys, marbles is really important. Did you not know this, Mike? Did you not know that marbles is really,
right there.
really important? Uninstall marbles. PvP Launcher, I should say. All right, we're doing it live. Doing it live. Actually, we're going to go to commercial break. Guys, we'll go to commercial break. When we come back, we're getting into Topic of the Week. We will talk about the Game Awards. We'll talk about our predictions. We'll talk about what we're more excited for. That are Kind of Funny Game Showcase. Hold on tight, Ginkgo Swag. We'll be back in approximately 60 seconds. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 243. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. East time. If you enjoy what we're doing at any point, please hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/levelupshow. Turn on notifications. Make sure you get those alerts whenever we go live. We are about to do a giveaway. Actually, two. We're giving away 2 beta codes for Realm Royale, courtesy of Johnny Poolside in the chat. And the way this is going to work is marbles on stream, which means the first 2 people to place are the ones that will get Realm Royale.
Why does my Flamebeard have demon wings?
I thought those were marbles. I think that's what he was going for.
What?
It kind of looks like balls. Like hanging down, like
what is
moving.
wrong with you?
If you look at the negative space, it kind of looks like balls.
You're in a negative space. What is? How do you see balls
You're
in
a
that?
fucking inanimate object.
Dude, I love that.
That's
That's my favorite line.
All right, guys,
wanna watch that
we're
again.
gonna get started here with some good old marbles. Let's head over to marbles.
Inanimate object.
Let's see, where do I have it?
Oh,
marbles,
Ralphie
marbles.
Fiends.
Is it a full game? Is that where it is?
What is it?
There it is. All right, we got it. Guys, type in !play in the chat if you would like to get in on this round of marbles and get a chance at Realm Royale, Battle Royale, whatever it's called. There it is.
Have you made your own voice yet for this?
Have I made my own voice?
Marbles?
My marbles voice? I just use the distortion.
Create your one. You should create one just for marbles.
Just for marbles? Mm-hmm. What would it sound like?
I don't know. That's for you to decide.
Yeah, I guess that's
you
true.
make this show, don't you?
I feel like it should probably sound like some South Park character. Pretty much. I'm playing, but I don't need the stream code. Nice.
That's fine.
We will ask you guys if you want it in the chat, and if you don't, then we'll just go to the next person.
Top, so so many are. So
how many we got? We got 7. That's it. Come on, guys. Oh, King Kurt's in. You always know King Kurt's coming in when he gets his glow.
That's funny.
Special.
Only
special
10.
ball.
10 of you are the
11
only people in there. Come on.
11, 12, 13, 14.
There's no reason why every one of you should not type play.
The more balls in play, the better.
It is.
Just give me a whole lot of balls.
People, or almost 60 people watching, I think, right?
Yeah, we got 60 people watching right now.
Yeah, so why do we only have 13 people in here? Like, come on.
Good question, Mike. It's a good question. Setting up our music. Put on... Oh, wait, loops over there. We're good. All right. Do we have enough? We got 15. I think that's where we're going to stop. All right, you have 10 seconds once I hit start here. Get in. Now.
Do it now.
Do it. And we're off. Here we go. Let's get all the people up on screen here. Moving down into the funnel, into Gumby's funnel. Oh my God, somebody made it through already. That never happens. Dirty Habanero, he's got a red ball. That must make him special. Dirty Habanero moving down the slope right now. Oh, Rosie, Matt might be ahead over there. It's a close race right now. Oh, Roja not far behind, but Dirty Habanero does make it there first. Moving down, we got some pegs here, Mike. I think we call them the bumpy bumps. That's true. Oh, we're going up and down the half-pipe right now like Sean White. But Rose City Matt decides to beeline forward. Go, Rose City Matt, go! And he's in the lead. He goes right. Just don't go too high up on those half-pipes there, Rose City Matt, or you're going to be disqualified. He's now going around the twirl. He has a pretty good lead. Actually, never mind. Janus takes another path, and he might be ahead. It's close. It's very close. Rose City Matt still just barely in front. Janus behind. We're going down the swirl now into another funnel. We call this one Gumby's Sphincter. Who's going to get down into the hole first?
Nice little lickety lick.
Oh my, Rose City Matt dodging every bumpy bump.
Wow.
Impressive, Mike. Most impressive. Janus not far behind. He must have dodged those bumpy bumps as well. And then we got LOL Broha behind that. They are the top 3 right now. Again, missing the bumpy bumps. Rose City Matt has luck on his side right now. But we still have a lot left in this. We got multiple swirls up ahead. Can Rose City Matt hold on to the lead? He's about to pick up some speed, I imagine, right now as he goes down the swirl. Hopefully. This is a slow-moving map, I think, right?
It is. It was called endurance test for a reason.
Ah, I see. You read. I did not. Let's zoom out here. Who do we got? Who's in front? It looks like Rose City Matt's still in front. Not far in front, though.
Very hot narrow behind him. Marlboro.
This could be a dangerous area here, and it is. Rose City Matt is stuck, and Jameis is now caught up. It's super close now.
It is almost tied. It has to be pretty damn close.
Yes, I would say it's about a tenth of a second lead for Rose City Matt right now, I would say. My swimming instinct says that, Mike.
Nope. It looks like Dirty Hob is actually in the lead.
He might be picking up more speed. That red ball might be special. Not special enough. Rose City Matt's still in the lead. Oh! Everybody gets stuck.
They're equal.
Jesus, it is neck and neck right now. They're literally turning the corner, hitting each other. Rose City Matt takes, oh my God! It's so close. Who's gonna take it? Who wants it more? They're both gonna get Royale, but who is going to win? James wants it. He's using a banana. He wants it. Oh my God! It's, oh! I think James has got it. James is gonna take it. James is the winner. Rose City Matt in second place with Brian's Gaming TV in third. LOL Broha behind that. We gotta make sure that Dirty Habanero and Rose City Matt wants the beta codes, and if that's the case, that's who's getting it. Let us know in the chat right now, guys. All right, let's see. Dirty Habanero, the pins have names. It's Steve. I did not know this. This is a thing. So, Jameis, do you want it? Rose City Matt, do you want it? Realm Royale beta codes.
I prefer Bumpy Bumps.
Bumpy Bumps is a good one as well.
Oh my God, this is a 3-minute track. Yep.
It was a long one. That is an endurance test for sure. It pays to be dirty. Rips up ticket. Jameis, are you here? Rose City Matt, are you here? We need you. First one of the season, but you still have not answered my question. Do you want the beta code? If you do, let us know. Like 20 seconds probably, I would guess. I'm hearing balls slapping,
balls
Mike.
smacking.
Just smacking together. Balls. Just smacking. It's like a fist. Like that. All right. I'm still waiting. And he doesn't answer the question. Rose City Matt. Is this only a Battle Royale game? Yes, it's only a Battle Royale game. Rose City Matt, do you want it? Realm Royale beta code. Who's in third and fourth?
Johnny Poolside gets it.
Brian's Gaming TV and then LOL Brohaha. Let us know if you guys want it, because we're going to need a backup here.
14.
Rose City Matt does not want it. Rose City Matt does not want it. So that's another one. That means LOL Brohaha, Brian's Gaming TV. Do you guys want it? All right. Jameis does not want it either. Who wants it? How the F did I get eliminated? You fell off the track, I guess. No thanks. Brian's Gaming TV does not want it. Who wants it, guys? So then that moves on now to LOL Brohaha and Wolf Yee. Do you guys want it? LOL Brohaha, Wolf Yee. How do you get different color marbles? I think you have to buy them. I think.
Yeah, I believe
I'm pretty
so.
sure.
Because it's a free game, it's what they do. They let you buy the cosmetics.
We're getting to the point now, guys, where I'm just going to throw this in the chat, and whoever gets it, gets it. I am sub to the developer's channel. That's why. That's cool. That's really cool. I didn't know they did that. First two people to say me get the damn codes. Johnny's the one who has the codes. That's the way it works. I'm with you, Johnny. First two people to say me in the chat. At least we got marbles out of it. All right, let's shut down.
No more marbles?
Marbles is done for the evening, Mike.
No.
Somebody say me. Does anybody actually want to play this game?
No.
I heard it's actually really good.
Yeah, I heard it's not bad.
Heard it's like the closest contender to Fortnite yet. All right. We don't have any wheel spins? No, we're all caught up on wheel spins, which means it is time for us to move on to our topic.
No, Farsender me.
Farsender wants it. There you go.
Farsender and Derek.
There you go. Two people. All right, moving on to our topic of the week. We're going to talk about those good old Game Awards. Last year was really great. They had a really great show last year. Kudos to Jeff Keighley. He's doing an amazing job. He really is building this into a respectable show. Yes. And again, if he gets this Avengers trailer, it is now legit.
And last year he didn't look sickly.
No, he definitely was in better health last year. He seemed like he had come around from his illness, 1 year long illness from the previous year. All right, so we're going to make some predictions, but first let's talk about some rumors about the Game Awards to get those out in front. So, Obsidian is announcing a new RPG that is not Microsoft published. This is like borderline legit. Like it might not even be considered a rumor at this point. Like they're doing something there. It really seems like it's going to be an RPG. Right. So that's probably one of the 10 game announcements. Death Stranding is releasing in June. This is courtesy of a Walmart Canada leak once again. We'll talk about that a little later. BioWare teasing a Dragon Age announcement.
Do they actually tease a Dragon Age announcement, though?
Yes, there's some teases going on. Okay. Some cryptic teases for Dragon Age. Metroid Prime 4 rumors of being there have been circulating. Russo brothers are presenting an award. So this could be one of two things, or it could be both of them. Avengers Project by Square Enix being revealed, or Avengers Infinity War Part 2 trailer being revealed, or both. Christoph Waltz is presenting an award. Is he acting in a game? Is he just a game fan? What does it mean? Is he the next big actor to be revealed for Death Stranding? We'll have to find out. Mike, you're first. Your first prediction of the Game Awards.
All right, so the first thing I have written is Death Stranding Q2 2019 release date. That's not
which goes against mine. Really? I think Death Stranding will get a release date at the Game Awards. I think the June 30th is a placeholder. I don't think that's true. I think it'll be later than that.
I just say Q2.
Q2. Is June 30th even Q2? Is that considered Q2?
It is in Q2, but I don't think
So you think Q2. Spring is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Spring-ish.
Because you got to remember, Q1 is February to April. Right?
It depends on if you're talking fiscal February, or... March, April. Are you talking fiscal?
Yeah.
You're talking fiscal. I honestly don't know. I think March is Q1, actually.
Yeah, March is Q1.
Yeah.
February, March, April is Q1. May, June, July.
No, I'm saying March starts Q1 because that's why fiscal years always start in March, I think.
No, fiscal years start in February.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I've always heard them starting in March.
I'm pretty sure they start in February.
Maybe it's at the very end of February?
Maybe.
Either way, I disagree. I think it's going to be second half of the year. But I do think there's going to be a release date announced for Death Stranding. I think Hideo Kojima will be there. Jeff Keighley will be all buddy-buddy with him, and they will announce the release date for Death Stranding, along with some new footage.
We know that Captain Marvel trailer will be tomorrow. Are you sure that Avengers 4 will be tomorrow?
Yeah, Captain Marvel is tomorrow.
I have not seen that anywhere. And I actually, after you said it earlier, I went to go look again. I didn't see that anywhere.
June is still Q2, says Wormco. So you would be within the Walmart.
Yeah. Link. June. I think June, July is in Q2, maybe even August. I don't know.
I am betting against Walmart Canada. This is not the first time they've been wrong.
Right.
They've been wrong several times. Splinter Cell, anybody? Never? That was a part of their big leak.
Right.
Which, by the way, could be announced here. I think that could be one of the Big 10.
That's my number 4.
Yeah, I think I did not put that in a prediction, but I do think that could be one.
Before another one. Before Obsidian actually announced something, I posted that. And I was like, and then I saw the rumors, what was it, yesterday, I guess?
Yeah.
And I was like,
that reveal is long overdue.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
All right, so my first prediction, Borderlands 3 will get its reveal. Okay. It will be coming to PS4 and Xbox One. There will be no indication of if a next-generation version is in development, although the assumption will be that it will be. I just don't think they will say anything about that. It'll just be announced for PS4 and Xbox One, and that'll be it. But I do think Borderlands 3 will get a reveal trailer there. Madman, welcome to the show. Welcome everybody to the show. We got 60 people in the room. We're making predictions right now in the Game Awards, which is a great time to share the show, guys. Retweet our tweet about the Game Awards that came out around midnight. Get that out there. Let's share around anywhere we can. Let's get some people in here tonight. Thank you to the follow that just came in. That one was from Silly Chew. Appreciate you. Keep them coming, guys. Hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/you. Silly Chew, appreciate you. Mike, your next prediction.
All right. So one of my next one was the Alien game, possibly called Blackout.
I also have that as well. Right. Alien Blackout will be revealed. It will remain in the survival horror roots.
Next, I have a new game by A Way Out's Joseph Fares.
I have thought about this. He is there. And they had A Way Out, which I believe was revealed at the Game Awards. And then, of course, the infamous fuck the Oscars middle finger that he did last year. I'm not sure he's ready to announce a new game. But I could see, even if he wasn't ready, him doing it anyway because of the platform, the spotlight, and the fact that the Game Awards was when he had that moment last year. Even if it's like, this is what we're working on. Yeah, like absolutely. No, not even a trailer. But this is like what we're working on. This is what it is. Like what it's
that's
about.
what I'm betting on.
Yeah, I can see that. Death Stranding will release receive a release date, but it will not be June 30th. It will be later in the year than that. That's already said. Mortal Kombat 11 will be revealed with a 2019 release date, and Sub-Zero and Scorpion will not be the focus of the trailer.
Okay, that's fine. I can get behind that last part. Actually, I can get behind all that.
Okay.
I was scared when you said will not be, and I'm like, if you say will not be in it, I'm going to punch you. And Johnny, we can do it tomorrow. Just wait for me. I'll be there. I have Mortal Kombat 11 as well. So I'm glad I'm with you on that.
We're in agreement on a lot of these game announcements. We did not look at each other's predictions.
No, I actually put mine in a completely different document, and I didn't even look at the outline. I do have, before Mortal Kombat 11, I had Obsidian's new game.
Yeah, I do think that's going to be there. I didn't even include that because I feel like it's all but confirmed at this point.
Well, right, and when I was making this list, I didn't know that it was confirmed that it was going to be there.
Yeah.
I have Borderlands 3 in there as well.
Real quick, Gravy Biscuits, the Video Game Awards start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Kind of funny, I believe, is much earlier in the day on Saturday.
Yeah.
Might even be Friday. I think it's Saturday. Excuse me. I think it's like 1 p.m. or something like that. I can't remember. I think it may be 12, actually. It might even be noon. It's earlier in the day on Saturday.
Wow, I don't remember.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're fine. I put in there that we might be getting a new look at Valve's new game, potentially Left 4 Dead.
It'd be about time, man. I don't think Valve would announce something at the Game Awards myself, but
where would they do it?
They wouldn't do it at any award show. I think they would just do it.
Valve holds stock in part of this.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then that's a good guess. I don't know. I just feel like they're kind of like Rockstar in my mind, where I feel like they feel like they're above revealing at award shows and at E3. I feel like they feel like they're above that in a way. That was just my immediate reaction to that. But if they're invested in this, then that's a good point. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Remastered will be announced for the Nintendo Switch.
You know what? That's a better prediction than mine, because I have one left.
Okay.
Do you want to go through yours?
I do. We won't be getting Rocksteady's new game, but we will be getting WB Montreal's new game reveal. And it will involve Superman in some capacity. So imagine if Rocksteady said it's not a Superman game because they're not the ones working on the Superman game. Maybe WB Montreal is the one working on the Superman game. Also,
that'd be interesting.
In collaboration with that, since it's also WB, we're going to get the Harry Potter official game reveal at this.
Oh, that's a good guess.
The full Harry Potter reveal.
That would be about time, because didn't they say that it was coming later this year anyway?
I don't know about later this year, but I mean, it was leaked already. It was a pretty finished looking trailer. It looked like it was a trailer that they were working on finishing. Almost like that will be the trailer that will be revealed or something like that. So I think we'll get the Harry Potter game.
Interesting. Is that all you have?
Nope, I've got some more.
I have one left, so.
My next couple are very simple. Metroid Prime will be getting a gameplay reveal alongside the announcement of a Metroid Prime remastered trilogy for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I didn't put anything that wasn't already revealed. That was already revealed.
And this one's kind of ballsy. Blue Point will reveal their next remake.
Interesting. So what do you think it would be?
Metal Gear Solid.
That would be amazing.
Another remake of Metal Gear Solid.
What would you do if they did that?
I would be so torn. I don't know what technically it's Blue Point, so I feel like I would want to support them, even though it's also Konami. But Konami did just trademark again Metal Gear Solid for some weird reason, like the original Metal Gear Solid. So maybe it's because of the PlayStation Classic. It could be just because of that, but. If Blue Point's remaking Metal Gear Solid, I'd be so freaking happy. That'd be amazing. Imagine if they're remaking like Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, Snake's Revenge, as well, or something like that.
Simultaneously.
Like they're like bringing those to current generation. Like those were NES games, as well as I can't remember what it was called. It was not just the NES, but those were like 8-bit retro games. So that would be a complete redo if they were to remake those ones. So Metal Gear Solid is more likely, but. It wasn't just Metal Gear Solid that was trademarked. It was also Metal Gear. So,
right.
Who knows? That's my other one.
My last one, I think your prediction for... Because Nintendo always does something.
Right.
And because usually Reggie fills them in, he comes out and he does something with it. Skyward Sword is a safer bet. I put in there Pikmin Switch.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I could see that happening. It's been about time. Now, like I said, I think yours is much more likely. I think they would reserve Pikmin for... their own Nintendo Direct. But I wasn't thinking along those lines. I forgot we had just started talking about that the other day about Skyward Sword coming. And I wouldn't mind trying that when it does. But Pikmin Switch would be awesome because I love Pikmin. I think it's so creative. I think it's so different. So I'm really looking forward to that coming at some point.
Guys, are you still experiencing a delay? Because it looks like our camera is pretty in sync. Usually has like a very tiny delay, but this is about right. I'll refresh the Elgato just in case.
Doesn't really matter. We're done.
We're very close to done. Yes. I want to talk a little bit about Kind of Funny.
Oh yes,
showcase a little bit too.
Forgot.
Let me refresh the Elgato for you guys just in case there's something to do with the Elgato. Huge delay. You might want to refresh your stream. It sounds like you might be having a stream issue.
I think Mortal Kombat 11 is a pretty safe bet at this point. We've already known of it coming, and I think there was something that's saying that was coming. We were getting more announcements later this year, so I would bet that that's going to be something from there.
Yeah, so if you have a huge delay, it usually means you have to refresh your stream. Yeah, so you can see other people aren't getting a delay, so it's a refresh stream thing for you, Ginkgo. So let's go to Kind of Funny Game Showcase. So one thing I want to say, I can't tease this too heavily, but there might be something very cool that could occur at either the Game Awards or Kind of Funny Game Showcase in relation to us. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
That's a lot more than I thought you were going to say.
That's all. I can't say anything else than that. I'm just saying something related to us might be cool at one of those two shows.
That was a pretty ballsy move.
That's all I'm going to say. It's a possibility. That's all I'm going to say.
And before anybody else goes crazy, don't look
too hard into this.
Yes.
Do not look too hard into this. It's
Yes.
like we're not announcing like a game or something, or like we're in cahoots with like some huge guy. No, it's nothing like that.
There is a very cool, very small,
Yes.
but still very cool thing that could,
and a very small chance too.
yes,
But it could happen. That's all I'm going to say.
God, you're an idiot.
But if it does happen,
You're an idiot.
If it does happen, get ready for my reaction to be insane. On stream. Like an on stream. I can't react to Kind of Funny Game Showcase, which kind of sucks because I think it's more likely that it would happen there than Game Awards. But either way, holy shit. All right. That's all I'll say.
I think what would happen is if if you can get to it first. If we're watching it, I might do a live reaction from my phone. If I hear that's coming up,
yeah.
If I get the inkling that I'll probably just go live from the phone or from a PC if I'm near it.
Okay. All right. You're claiming a certainty for Skyward Sword. That's one of my predictions. I think Skyward Sword Remastered is happening.
Bet.
I think it's happening. There's been some rumors. I think it's a good spot for Nintendo to announce it. And as Mike said, they usually do have something along those lines each year.
Nothing big. I think it's much safer a bet than Pikmin. We already know that Skyward Sword is coming, right? Or
no,
do we know that?
No, we do not. It's a rumor.
Rumored, right?
It's a rumor. Yeah. As far as I've seen. I haven't seen it confirmed.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, exactly. Do you expect any big announcements at Kind of Funny Game Showcase?
One. I don't know what it would be.
The Level Up show.
I would,
in collaboration with
God.
Kind of Funny. I'm just kidding. It's not that, guys. We're not at all in talks with Kind of Funny.
You see Greg Miller walk out.
Yeah.
He's
wearing a Level Up shirt.
He's wearing a Level Up shirt.
We're joining with the Level Up show. You're right.
So I will say that knowing them, they have been able to secure one pretty cool reveal, and for nothing else other than goodwill.
I could see them having some PlayStation related thing to announce.
Yeah.
Because they were for such a long time, Greg Miller especially, related to PlayStation.
I would actually say that what you were talking about is a safer bet for Kind of Funny.
What, the thing that
Yes.
I'm like talking
That we're
about
not
in
allowed
relation
to
to
talk
us that I'm not allowed to talk about? Yeah, I think
I think that's a safer bet.
I do think so as
Given
well
what it would
because
be.
of the relationship with PlayStation that you're referring to.
Right, and what it would be as well.
Yes. I
You know
agree
what
with
I
you.
mean? Okay.
I agree with you. That's why I think it's going to be Kind of Funny Game Showcase. If it's anywhere.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy, dude.
I forgot to ask you about it.
You guys have no idea what we're talking about. I'll tell you if it doesn't happen, and after this thing does happen, because I do have to wait for it to happen.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I'll tell you what we were thinking of for the Game Awards or Kind of Funny Game Showcase.
We can't talk about it until we know it's something.
I can't talk about it until it's out there, no matter what, either way.
Oh, really?
Which might be months away. I honestly have no idea. This thing that I'm referring to, I have no idea when it could occur.
Right.
It might not be in relation to Game Awards or Kind of Funny Game Showcase at all. It could be months and months away.
It
I
could
have no
be-
idea. But I was
Yeah.
told very soon.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I was told very soon.
I didn't know you got that.
I was told very soon.
Cool.
Which makes me think it could happen.
You're so giddy and it's so...
I would freak out, dude. I would freak out.
Oh, man.
Best reaction video award. Yes, we're going to win them all, guys. We are the trending gamer.
Oh, my God.
Surprise trending gamer at the Game Awards.
I'm
Move
the new
over,
bookie.
Ninja. Yeah, move over, Ninja. We're surprise trending gamer. All right. Did we have any wheel spins we need to do? I don't think so. I think we're all good. Guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. This was a fun show. We had a lot of support, too.
Is Glaswell still streaming?
A whole lot of... yeah, please check for me if Glaswell is still streaming. It's a GLASWYLL if you want to check out his stream.
By the way, in Blackout, the area that Far Center kept ditching us for,
Yeah.
it's now called the Bass Hole.
The Baz hole?
Yeah, because he kept ditching us to get the helicopter from there. Remember
You're talking about... That wasn't Baz, was it?
Yeah, it was Baz.
You said
Every
Far
time we
Center
were
first.
Oh,
Okay.
did I say? Okay.
Yeah, so
When
Baz
when
was.
Baz
You're
would
right.
and he would always... we're landing here, and he would always go somewhere else and find a helicopter. That is now called, officially, the Bass Hole.
The Baz hole. Okay. I'm okay with this.
Okay.
Next time I
Forgot to
play,
tell
I
you,
will
but I
also
completely
refer
forgot
to it
about him.
as the Baz hole. He is. I'm still watching him. Awesome. Very cool. We're definitely going to raid Glaswell tonight. Does he seem like he's not wrapping up, Farsender? Drew will come out on stage side by side with Hideo Kojima. You would see me have a load in my pants while I was walking out. If that
You
was
would
the
see
case.
him doing it right now.
Yes. I would stand up. I would put on the pterodactyl pants, and I would show the load that I had in my pants right now for y'all. All right. That is the show tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for a lot of support. I want to give some shout outs to all Poo Snacks, an anonymous person also
Yeah, whoever this person is.
for gifting subs. A tier 2 one, for instance, was gifted tonight. All Poo Snacks did the 1,500 biddies.
Spider-Mark.
Spider-Mark, he came back. Spider-Mark is back. No, the moment we got rid of Skype, he was
Deep
gone. He was gone the moment we got rid of Skype. Let's see. We got a lot of subs tonight. Guitar Freak, Metal Gear Nemesis, John 007, King Kurt with the biddies, Freak with the biddies. He's also our streamer of the month. Johnny with the sub. Derek hitting 50 months. Gotta give that a big
insane,
shout
man.
out. That's huge, man. Congratulations.
insane.
That's really big. 50 months. To see that on stream is not just cool for you. It actually is really cool for us, too, to
Yeah.
see 50 months on screen. We do the big wheel spins. We did 2 of them, and I don't think we have any others to do. We had 4 follows, and we had no tips tonight. So, yes.
Oh,
There's another one. Tier 3 to Mastiff. What? Who is it? I feel like it's Glaswell. I feel like he's in his stream, and he's also in ours, and he's, giving subs. I don't know. Who would do this? Who would do this?
I don't know, dude.
Who would do this? A tier 3 sub. Somebody just became a producer. Mastiff just became a producer without even trying.
Without even doing anything.
He just became a producer of the
He
show.
was just like, you know what? I got this.
What is
this? Is mine now.
What's happening right now? All right.
That's the Mastiff.
Congrats. Yeah. Welcome to the Plus One Posse as a
boy
producer. Yeah. Big boy Mastiff. Like those big boys. All right.
Not to be confused with Proud Boys.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Sorry.
Terrifying, man. That freaked me out watching that video.
Dude, wasn't it really?
It's kind of funny. They're doing it.
It's kind of funny doing it.
Yeah, they're kind of funny doing it. So Mike doesn't know what he's streaming this week, but I'll be doing Red Dead Online tonight, Monday.
Yeah, we'll see. No, I really don't know.
I'll poll on Discord, of course. He's streaming for another 2 hours. Perfect then. Dunk and Glaswell aren't here. Yeah, Dunk would be another good guess, but he's not here. I don't know. I'm still leaning towards all Poo Snacks, although I haven't seen him in the chat in a while.
Puffle Jinglies.
That's a possibility too. If he was all Poo Snacks not here, can't be all Poo Snacks. Hold on. Going down the list. Dirty Habanero would be another one. He's a big sub gifter.
He is.
And I feel like he's trying to throw us off because he did a big wow right after it came in there.
Maybe Net Guy is doing it.
Net Guy's a possibility, but I don't know if he's ever had a sub gift before, actually. This would be a new thing for him.
That's what I'm saying. It's anonymous.
Yeah. Maybe
He
he
doesn't want
doesn't.
the attention, and
Yeah,
I'll give it to
maybe.
him.
That's a possibility. Henry is a very supportive person. Always possibility. Jersey
It's
Tom, very
level
supportive.
up bot.
It's we'll never know, Mike. That's the thing. We're never going to know, which is kind of a bummer. Does Mike ever know what he's streaming?
Sometimes.
Why don't you look at your finger? As if that had the answer for you.
I cut myself.
All right. Guys, we're going to be rating Glaswell tonight. Such a great guy. He's gifted over 100 subs to this channel in the last couple
insane,
months.
dude.
Just a few months, over 100 subs. Unbelievable person. And also a game developer. And he does some pretty cool things during his stream. It could be that he's just working on an animation. Like, he does this during his stream, and he works on it for a long time, does long streams focusing on that. And I'm sure that's got to be somewhat draining. So I'm sure you guys going in there and showing him that support would mean a lot. So definitely don't go anywhere. Stick in with the raid. We got 57 people in the room, which is a great. Stick it in with the raid. We got a lot of people in the room for this. Not in there. So I think it's Glasgow like that.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. I will be on today with Red Dead Online. You guys can join me potentially if you want to become a part of the +1 posse. It actually fits with Red Dead.
That's pretty good. I'm
going to be Courier Midori. I was tempted to call myself Fletcher McPherson, but just because I really like that name.
Oh, okay.
It's just a good name. I was at some like memorial, and it's like the name of a pirate, Fletcher McPherson. Okay. And even though I'm not a pirate, I feel like it still fits. Pirate, cowboy, close enough, right? Guys, don't forget to hit that follow button here at twitch.tv/TheLevelUpShow. Turn on notifications. Make sure you get those alerts whenever we go live. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday with a variety game stream. Mike's here every Tuesday. We come together every Sunday for our gaming talk show, The Level Up Show, 5-year anniversary last night. Check out our YouTube at youtube.com/TheLevelUpNetwork. I have a video on there that I just put together announcing the full-time streaming schedule, all the details of it. So definitely check that out on our YouTube. Get on our Discord at discord.gg/TheLevelUpNetwork. Become a part of the community even when we are not live. And Patreon as well. We don't really shout that out too much anymore. But we're going to be working on Patreon, especially going full-time next year. I'm going to try and come up with new perks. We have 2 of them already that are really important. The game suggestions and the game voting, which occurred through our Discord, are for tier 1, tier 2 patrons and so on. So that's one perk right there, and we're going to be working on some new ones as well. That is it for us tonight, guys. Yeah. Guys, amazing stream. You guys are all amazing. We appreciate every single one of you. We will see you throughout the week with gaming talk shows and game streams. Until next time, take care. And as always, don't forget to
level up.
Level up, guys.